Hey! Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, November the 20th. And guess what?
So you say.
Oh, we're live.
We are?
We are live.
Uh-oh.
Coming to you from the Creve Coeur Studios.
It's true.
It is true.
I believe it.
Yeah. Wednesday hump day.
Yay.
Yeah, Scott's favorite day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we start today? There's so many.
Wherever you want, man.
There's so many weird things going on.
Yeah, it's a weird day.
It is a weird day. There's
Weird day.
Something hanging. You know what I mean? There's a weird.
I'm telling you,
What?
it's Pluto, dude. We
Enough with Pluto.
no, we are in a
dog
new for the next
Mickey's
20
dog?
years. I want everybody to think about where they were in 2008 and if anything significant happened to them. Okay.
2008.
2008. For the last 16 years, we have been in this trajectory with Pluto where things are ending. So everybody collectively, because for me, I started in radio in 2008.
Okay.
Okay. So for the last 16 years, I've been enduring this job and loving it. It's possibly coming to an end. This is a new era with Pluto.
Your job is coming to an end.
Not that, but
The
just
good
the
times?
era, the good times, the bad times, anything that you have been
The good times.
dealing with
The
or
bad
enduring.
times, I'll be on.
That's good news because I think I got my dog in 08, so.
Oh, great. Yeah, for real. It's a freaking nightmare out there. So,
Something significant has happened
Bye-bye, Bo.
every single year.
and honestly, everybody I've talked to, that's hyperbole. I've talked to many people this week where they've been let go. Things have ended. There's just a burning down of things that are happening. And is it Pluto? Who knows? But I'm just saying.
Maybe you're just looking
everybody's
for
feeling it.
something to blame.
Possibly. It's strange.
Maybe you got stuff going on, and you're just looking for. Well, it's not me.
Oh, I
it's
definitely
Pluto.
got stuff going on.
It's not anything that I did. It's Pluto's fault.
I'm scapegoating Pluto. Yeah.
It was already demoted from being a planet.
And now he wants revenge.
Now, maybe now
This is
Pluto's looking.
revenge.
Hasn't Pluto had enough?
That's right.
And I think this argument holds up in court, actually.
Now throwing all shade to Pluto.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just a little ice planet.
I don't know.
Here on the fringe,
I'm a
trying to
little
mind
not even
my
a
own
planet.
business.
I'm
Now y'all say I'm not even a planet.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Now y'all say Pluto's not even a planet no more. I'll show you what a planet can do. I'll end everything.
For real.
Pluto, calm down, dude. No, y'all made your bed and now sleep in Pluto's revenge. Okay, Pluto. He's not going to do anything.
Stars don't lie, dude. Stars don't lie.
Hips don't lie, stars don't lie. That's true.
But he's teamed up with Uranus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out there by Uranus.
Y'all been making fun of Uranus for years.
Or actually, no, he's by Neptune. Uranus, Neptune.
Pronounced Uranus, but you guys just had to make the jokes. Now he's had enough too.
We're teaming up.
That's right.
No.
Pluto and Uranus.
Out there plotting.
You're going to get it. Y'all going to get it.
Out
We've been
there
hiding
plotting.
behind Jupiter, just waiting. All
Waiting
right,
for the
Pluto.
time. Waiting for the time, and the time is now.
Yeah.
Here it is. I just feel like it's maybe it's pre-holidays.
Could be that.
There's just something, I don't know. I had to go to the DMV yesterday. That did not go well.
That is all
Man,
in
you
Yeah.
were fired
What a
up when I
Tuesday.
talked to you
exciting
yesterday.
thing.
I
I'll
had
blame
to-
you.
What happened to you?
No, and I'm going through this thing with my car where I got to get it registered. I bought my car off my lease.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a whole ordeal. It's been a nightmare.
To say a whole
Honestly.
thing would be an actual
It's been a
understatement.
months-long ordeal. Mm-hmm. And
Whole thing,
I
ordeal.
thought yesterday would be the end.
Yeah. And it's not.
And if you've ever had to go to the DMV,
Pluto had other plans.
Yeah, Pluto had other plans for me. We've all gone to the DMV, and the worst thing is when you get to the front, finally they call your number,
Yeah.
and they say, you're missing something.
You're missing a piece of paper.
You're missing a piece of paper.
Yep.
It's their favorite thing to do.
Yep.
You're missing a piece of paper.
Man, I want to know the stats. I want to know how many people they get to say that to. Nope, you're missing something. Bye.
I'll bet you it's a 25 25% success rate for somebody going and actually, for the first time, going to the DMV and actually getting what you need done.
I have to
75
print-
out of 100 people just go, what? And have to be turned away?
You know how they have the thing at the DMV or like the Department of Motor Vehicles for Missouri, and it tells you like a printout of what you're supposed to bring. I always print that page out.
He had that.
You did?
I had that.
Why didn't you have everything you needed?
No, he did.
Because there will always be something else.
Yeah,
I know.
there will always be something else.
I think when you go up to the counter at the DMV, they should show your stats like a baseball game when you have to bat. Like, now batting 275 against Deborah.
Yeah.
I even showed Moon. I had a nice folder.
Oh my God, you did?
It was, yeah, dude. It's so
Oh.
ridiculous.
Dang. I just
It's the most organized thing I've ever seen.
I just
you
laughed when he
still
showed me.
didn't do it
No.
well enough. What's up?
First off, we need to talk about the Creve Court DMV over here.
Oh no.
Down Olive.
Yeah.
Disaster.
Disaster.
What's wrong with it? Waiting? Did you get an appointment?
I did.
Okay, that's the first.
But yet
step.
there was still a lot of waiting to do. I walked in there, and it was packed.
Pandemonium.
I mean, every seat was taken. There had to have been.
Oh, you have seats?
There were seats. They were all stuffed in, and
What time?
it was 11:15, 11:30.
So before lunch, essentially.
I had
This is
made an
pre-lunch.
appointment.
Yeah, I know, but
I made an appointment. And I walked in, every seat was taken. The place was, you couldn't fit another person in there. And it was coughing, and it was hacking, and it was,
was anybody eating?
and it was this sound.
Oh.
Because there were so many old people.
So much
Yeah.
phlegm.
There were so many old people.
D-phlegm V.
I'm talking average age.
Yeah.
Average age, 75.
Why do these people go there?
And try to get those people to sign in on an iPad that is on the wall.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Where's the
Forget about
They don't
it.
even know what the hell that is. That's a TV.
No.
Is Maury on? Yeah. No.
With small lettering.
Oh,
Small
even
letters.
worse, man.
So it was whatever it was like smaller than an iPad, but it had the keyboard of an iPhone.
Oh gosh. So you don't do the pooled numbers anymore?
Not at this one.
Wow.
Not at this one. So you
Make
had
it
a
tough.
lot. You had quite a few people not knowing how to sign in.
Yeah.
That was a whole thing. Do you need help? Yes. Okay. What's your name? Ronald Smith. All right.
Okay.
What are you here for? License renewal. What?
You're too old. No.
You can't do this, and you're here for your license renewal,
Yep.
Yeah.
and you're probably gonna get it,
Yeah, he had all his papers to let him.
and you're probably gonna get it.
No, they're just going to hand it to him. Oh, you want a license? Oh, here,
Here you go.
just take one. We're just giving these out.
Right.
I can't do the eye test. I left my glasses at home.
Well, here's your license.
Here's your license.
Thank you.
I trust you'll put them on.
Yeah, you passed the test in 51. Here's another one.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
This other guy though with the folder with the mozzarella T-shirt on. No thanks. You don't have a piece of paper you need.
Oh, yes, I do have a sweatshirt that says mozzarella on it, okay?
Okay, yeah.
In Metallica font. Yes.
Which is pretty cool.
Very neat.
Rafe got it for me
I know.
for
Best
Christmas last year.
Anyway, what were you
You have to keep
missing?
some-
Anyway, just scanning around the room. I was standing in the back with my folder because I couldn't take a seat because everybody looked like they were about to die, and I would not take a seat from somebody who probably has months, probably weeks to live. I don't know.
It's true. What a gentleman. That's nice of you.
Yeah.
He's like, can I get my license renewed through next Thursday?
That's all I'm going to need it.
I won't need it past then.
How old are you? 90-something? What? You're driving?
You don't even have to take the test. Just get out of here. You old devil.
He got, dude. Twice in 1 week. Tyson Paul and the DMV.
So I knew what was going to happen because the person before me, I could hear what's going on. His wife died, and he was trying to get, I guess, her name off the car, and the woman was giving him a hard time. The man's a widower,
I know.
and I'm looking around. I'm like, please, let not be this window I go to,
What is this,
because
Shakespeare?
this woman is let not
Let
this
not be.
window. Let this woman not call my number.
Come to thine window. I shall be home soon.
Oh, Rizzuto, where thou
So
art.
I'm listening. I'm like, this woman is cold as ice. I mean, this man lost his wife. He doesn't have the right paperwork.
Just for the visual in my brain, what is this woman looking like? I imagine she has very curly hair for some reason.
It's an Indian woman.
Oh, okay. Indian woman.
It's a woman of Indian descent
Okay.
with quite a thick accent.
Okay, great.
So the widower gets sent away, and then
He led with personality traits, but that's fine.
what?
No, I needed a visual. I want to
Okay.
know who we're dealing with in my brain.
Listen, I get being a DMV worker. They deal with all sorts.
Dealing with idiots every day.
And there was a sign behind her that says, if you're argumentative or surly, you know, we
Please
have the
apply.
right. We have the right to refuse service.
What? This is the place to be surly.
That's the real. They'll hire you.
So the widower gets sent away
Okay.
without his stuff being done. And next up, Scott Rizzuto.
Yeah, good job.
Mr. Italy, here we go.
And it took a couple seconds because she was trying to say my last name, and it was
How'd she say it? Risotto.
there was a lot of different ways she said it, and I'm like, I guess that's me. It's close enough. Close enough. And I went up there with my folder, my red folder, and I slid it on. They still got the plexiglass up
Yeah.
from
COVID.
from 2020.
Yeah.
So I slid my my folder underneath, opened up. I said, "Here's all the requisite paperwork.
I'm prepared.
I am prepared. I have everything you need here.
She's
You
like,
need an emissions test? Got that. You need a copy of insurance?
Yes.
Here it is. Filled that application? Boom.
boom.
Got it.
Legible?
Hell yeah, you know my handwriting.
Perfection.
You know
Wow.
my handwriting.
Beautiful,
Oh,
tiny, but
you,
beautiful.
You want to
Serial
hit me
killer,
with the
but cool.
personal property tax waiver?
Here it
Boom.
is. Got it.
Got that.
Love it.
Got that. I got it all.
Where's the problem?
I got it all. She takes the title of the car and she says, where's your lien release? I go, what?
Oh, no. Yeah, from the dealership, right? They give you the lien release.
I said there's no lien on here on the car.
Oh.
In fact, there's nothing even listed as far as a lien holder on the title.
Oh.
She goes, no, we need a lien release. I said, miss. And then she took a clipboard, and there was a sample lien release on the clipboard, and she pointed to it.
Yeah.
And you know what she said?
Dumbass.
You know what she said then?
What?
Next.
Oh my gosh.
Get the hell out of
Goodbye.
I go, what? 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 No, you could not argue with this woman.
It was like the soup Nazi from Seinfeld.
Yeah, when her mouth utters the word next, you disappear.
Right.
You are invisible. You're mute.
That was it. It was next.
You're invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
This is the Beetlejuice waiting room.
You no longer exist.
Yeah. You're right.
Next. It was over. It was done. My time with her had ended. That was
How dare you show up?
end
Now
of
his watch
transaction.
has ended.
I am disappointed you didn't have the lien release.
Yeah.
I thought you would.
Transaction over. There's no lien on the car.
Lean on me.
I bought it.
It would have been easier for you to just get another license. Yeah,
Yeah.
can I have a license with this name on it? Sure, here you go. We're just handing these out.
So I worked everything out with Together Credit Union. So I went over there. I said, they said I need a lien release from you guys. And they said, no, she's wrong. I go, what?
That's the amazing thing. You walk into these things and you get denied because who has not been denied at one of those desks?
Right.
No one. So everyone that goes through in their life has been denied at some point. And it leads you to believe that there's some like absolute standard. There's no matter who you go to, no matter who's at the desk that day, no matter what mood they're in, if you got your stuff, you get your stuff. If you're missing something, you get turned away. But it turns out that's not the case. Maybe you catch somebody on a fresh day. I'm telling you, man, I remember being denied one time, and I must have caught her on a nice day. I still remember her face because I felt so thankful that she didn't turn me away, even though she basically turned me away. And I was like, oh no, I can't do this again, man. And I think she saw the defeat, and maybe she was having the same kind of day, and she goes, you know what? I can look it up.
No mercy. Oh, usually it's no mercy.
I
Sweep
know.
the leg.
I know, but there was one time.
Sweep the leg.
It was the first time that I realized that it does matter who you get.
Yeah.
Why is there a guy with a gi in the corner yelling at you guys? No mercy.
No,
Yeah.
Don't look at
Mercy's for
him.
the weak.
I forget what it was that I didn't have, but she had already turned me away, and she's like, "Nope, you have to go back and get this." And I was like, "Oh no, I can't. I'm leaving town or whatever the heck it was." And she's like, "Okay, listen, what's your number again? Blah blah blah. I can look it up." And she took care of it. And I thought,
Oh, you an angel. You
what's
angel.
what word did I say that was the password? Because it does matter. There's not some weird standard.
I had all the confidence in the world. I mean, listen, I still did have the pit in my stomach, like, oh my God, there's potentially something that could happen. I checked, I double checked, and then so I went to Together Credit, and they're
she
like,
smelled fear.
no, we can't, we don't have a lien on the car. You need to go to Central Bank, who originally had the car. I go, oh, okay.
Well, now you're dealing with 3 entities.
I go, oh, okay. And the nice woman over there said, "Hey, while we're here, we need the lease. We need the title because we need to send it off someplace."
Oh yeah, so they can fix it and then send it back.
Right. And I said, "Okay." At this point, I'm starting to get really dejected. Oh, okay.
You're just doing what anyone tells you to do.
Yeah, and she goes, "I'll give you a copy of the title, so you should be fine when you go back." Okay. So I go to Central Bank, and they go, "No, we don't have a lien on the car either." I go, "What?"
Just tell me where to go. How many miles?
so annoying.
How many miles have you put on this car
What?
doing this? just this little thing. The car's now gone down in value $2,500 from
what?
the miles that you put on it.
What?
Yeah, by the time you get your emissions light's going to come on. By the time you get back, and they're like, "Sorry, you got to go get an emissions test."
By the time you pay the taxes, you won't have to pay as many taxes.
Now it's late.
It's actually worth less now.
Like, I still got to pay I want to pay the sales tax on the car. I want everything to be over.
Whatever, dude. Just do normal these stupid temporary tags like everybody else. This is exactly why everybody's
I don't
rolling
have
this
temporary
deep.
tags.
I said that last year when
I have the tags on the car from when it was leased.
Nobody's gonna know. Just
No one's
roll
gonna
with
care,
it,
dude.
dude. You're
St.
Scott
Louis.
Rizzuto.
This is why when you made fun of me for having temp tags
It's
last
not
year.
over. My saga's not over.
Oh, okay.
It's,
You still have to go
day's
back?
Still, the day's still
Now
going
what
on.
time is it? Like it's 1 o'clock.
Now it's like 1 o'clock.
oh, man.
I've already been dealing with this for over an hour and a half.
Very
So
cool.
I go from Creve Coeur, I go to the DMV, to the Together Credit Union. Now I got to go down to De Pere by the West County Mall. There was an accident on 270, which was wonderful. Sitting in that traffic.
Jeez.
Go to
Hope
Central Bank.
everybody's
Super
okay.
nice over there.
right.
They go, no. There is no lien on the car. There's nothing listed on the title. I go, okay.
Can you put a lien on it? You're begging for a lien on your car.
I said, okay. I gotta go back to the DMV now.
Dude, you're gonna Ace Ventura, you're gonna ether one of these guys and put them in your back seat, and you're gonna take him and go, "Here's the guy from the bank. I kidnapped him. He's gonna tell you." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna bring a person next
And
time.
I said, I open up my
Christmas
phone.
vacation
I
style.
still got the red folder with me.
Oh, geez.
I'm carrying the red folder with all the documents everywhere.
Is the red folder just plain, or is it one from here?
And no, it's just
plain.
complain.
It's
Okay.
It's fresh.
Fresh,
It's brand
red
new.
folder.
It's Lisa Frank.
It looks
Cool.
so good.
It's fresh. And I go to the Central Bank. I go, do I have everything I need? And he goes, yeah, you should be good. And I go, okay, I'm going to go back to the DMV. Now I'm going to go to a different. I'm never going to this one again.
No, it's
down here.
done.
I call my wife and she goes, hey, there's a new one on Clayton Road in Chesterfield, right next to the Shack.
Oh.
Where there's a Fit Flavors next door. I go, great. She goes, there's never a line there.
So now you told the whole town?
It's fine, Scott. It's called the mitzvah. Okay. I go there, park the car. I have to drive another 25 minutes. I park the car right up front. I'm like, oh my God, rockstar parking.
Here we go. Parking
First
gods.
spot.
Yes.
I go in. This is a pull a number situation. No iPad, nothing.
That's the good kind. This
I
is gonna be
pull
a
a
better
number.
one.
What's the number?
24.
Yes. Great number.
You know what number they're on?
What number?
78.
23.
You're up next. Here we go.
This is great.
Everything's
It's all
coming up
working
Rizz
out.
now. I'm like,
Yeah.
all this
Oh.
hard work.
The
Yeah.
sun came out.
That's how days work. It's awful until
we go.
it's grand.
This is it.
I don't even put my ass in the seat, and the number changes to 24. Number 24, that's me.
That's here I am.
I go at my little red folder, open it up. I go, I need to register the
Do
car.
they have the plexiglass?
Nope.
Oh, great.
Oh, wow.
Pay the sales tax.
Trustworthy.
I go, here is my insurance information, emissions test.
This is such a nice place. They don't even need the unruly customer sign.
No. Get as unruly as you want.
Everybody's pleasant
kind.
here.
Everybody's pleasant and kind. Here's a personal property tax waiver. Got that.
Oh,
Here that
right
is.
here.
Oh, you like that?
You like that, bitch.
What else do you need out of my
Whoa.
folder?
Very sexual.
Do you have the title? I said, yes, I do.
As a matter of
she
fact.
takes it and she goes, I need the original.
I can't.
Are
do
you
it.
kidding me?
That's
I
2
can't
stops ago.
Have a copy.
I go,
What?
No way. No way.
The lady said,
I go, what?
you should have said, no, you don't. This is not the title you're looking for. No. I mean, this is the title you're looking for.
This works. I promise.
What? And I went, please.
Please don't do this.
At this
to
point,
me.
I was low. I was low.
Help me.
I was low. And it was, help me, please.
Help.
Help me. I don't
Help me.
understand what I'm dealing with.
I've been through a lot today.
And you look behind you and Pluto was in line.
Smoking a cigarette.
How's your day going, buddy? Remember me? I used to be a planet.
Did you ask her? Did you tell her the story? Did you say, hey?
I told her what, but again, not listening.
You went invisible again?
I went invisible. It was over. Once she said you need the original, I said, I don't have it.
What a disaster.
I don't have it.
You didn't say I don't need it. This works.
I had a copy of
that's
it,
right.
and it was a color copy, guys. It was color.
Yeah, it looks good. I saw it.
It was a color copy.
They need the embossed, stamped title, right?
The original,
Yeah.
OG.
which I had 2 stops ago.
Yep.
But the bank took it.
Come to find out, I had all the paperwork I needed the whole time.
Right.
That first gal sent you down a horrible spiral.
Yep.
The whole
catalyst.
time, I had exactly what I needed.
We could have
gal-
been at home by 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
Eating
gal
a
that
nice
pointed at the
lunch.
list screwed you.
Screwed
dude.
me.
Oh, man. Oh, dude,
Screwed me.
I'm sorry for you. I'm grateful. This is a great story. And
Rafe had called me as soon as I walked to the car, and you heard how I sounded.
I heard that when the wound was fresh.
Fresh. There was no.
I'm glad you got him then. I got him before. I called him about something
You
else.
called me when I was in line.
And he
at the-
goes,
at
I'm at the DMV. Wish me luck, man. I got everything I need.
All right,
You
good
were
luck,
so
pal.
That was
perky.
not the tone.
Wish me luck, man.
And I'd called about something very lighthearted. And then he's like, what'd you want? And I was like, you know what, man, we can talk about it tomorrow. It's really not.
Yeah, it would have been one of those. We're
trying to run a bit.
Like, got everything I need. And
Yeah,
then
dude, like
2 hours later, and there was,
Dude, it's like you were 2 people behind to meet Santa Claus. You were so stoked when I talked to you.
Well, here's the good news, man. It's bureaucracy and it'll never change.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There will never be a private market to compete with the DMV. So they will never be incentivized to make any sort of changes to make the experience better for the consumer. And it's a hell we'll all live in until our society crumbles. So
I just want to
got
pay the
that to look
sales tax
forward
on the
to.
car. That's it. So I actually just state of Missouri. You don't want my money?
Yeah, they care.
Your
That
most
lady
no good
care.
care.
The list lady, you could wave the check and go, you don't want my money, and try that move. And she's like,
Well,
"Your money
the
means
other
nothing to
woman
me."
at the Chesterfield DMV, also of Indian descent, basically, once the title situation was told to me, that was it. It was over.
Man.
Over.
Yeah.
So these
Over.
private
dunked
branches, the ones that are independent, they're just, what do you call it? They operate under the
Contracted?
state. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they have a requirement where if they get X amount of people at return, they get to charge the state more or
Is it
something?
people through the door?
Yeah. the more people they get in, they can charge the state more. Because this is weird.
Man, you think so?
Because my guy, though, I'm glad the one I go to, he's awesome.
When she told me that I needed the original title, all the blood drained from my face, and I was just a beaten down man. I'm
Right.
like,
Yeah, and Missouri's
The worst.
more effed up than most DMVs.
Yeah, why can't it just be there's no reason for it to be
Nothing.
Because
difficult.
of the personal, you got to get a waiver for your personal property tax, and they don't do it all in the same building, which is genius.
Awesome.
Very, very streamlined. You got to go to City Hall to get a personal property tax waiver, but then they close the DMV at City Hall, so you can't go to the DMV there. You got to go back to the DMV you originally started at. Then you need proof of insurance, emissions test.
nothing streamlined.
Do they do emissions tests there? No, you got to go to a special facility to get that done. So there's like, you're driving around on expired tags because you have to.
Yeah.
Because you have to go to 5 different stops to get a vehicle registered. And then you got to proof of sale. Like I bought on Carvana, so I had to have proof of sales tax from them. And I pulled it up in my phone, and she's like, no, we need a paper copy. And I go, well, welcome to the 21st century government. They didn't send me. Everything's done online.
Yeah, how do you need a paper copy in the day where everyone's asking us to go paperless? Every
I signed
institution
in
I'm a part
on
of.
an iPad. You guys are even using technology, and you're
Yeah.
the last ones to use it.
Right.
But once again,
Yeah, and you know what?
this is where
Jeremy writes, now you know why everybody is driving around on 2-year-old expired temp tax.
100%.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I get it.
told you last year.
Well,
I get it. It's not a lazy thing. I used to be like, oh, St. Louis is just St. Louis. But I'm like, no, it's people that have had this experience. You know what? I'm just going to drive around on these 2017 temp tags until somebody stops me
Yep.
as a protest to how horrible the DMV is in the state of Missouri. And once again, your libertarian uncle. About once a month, I'm just like, God dang it. I'm starting to see thing Uncle Ron's way, where he's just like, see, the government.
too much
bureaucracy."
government. Too much red tape. Well, my plates expire at the end of the month. So I went and re-registered those. Thank God that went all right. So now I have a year at least on my tags.
You didn't do the 2-year one?
Why? I'm going to get new plates anyway.
Oh, I guess that's right. Okay.
Don't get me started.
No being surly. I got to sign too.
Don't get me started. But
I want vanity plates, Surly 24.
Yeah. How do you even spell surly? What does that even look like?
S-U-R-L-Y.
Yeah.
Nice.
Brad says, you guys are the only people I've ever known that have had problems at the DMV. What?
No, Brad, you
don't
don't
know
have enough
anybody.
people in your life.
Can't be.
You have a very small circle.
Are you new to this planet?
Interesting way to tell us you have no friends.
But I'm just saying that the pit in your stomach when you go and you need something kind of complicated done,
Yep. You think you...
which shouldn't be. You think you got everything.
Right.
So funny.
So disappointing.
I'm just hoping my friends over at TCU down the street didn't send my title out somewhere to get fixed or whatever they had to do with it.
Oh, yeah, because that'll be another week.
I need to get it back.
Nah, you'll be able to get that from that.
Dude, I was telling Moon this in the break room when we were getting coffee. At least you had chairs at your DMVs. The one on Kings Highway and Chippewa, they took all the chairs out of the lobby, dude. Everyone's milling about like NPC players on a video game. It's sad, dude.
Not
You
playing
stand in
characters.
line.
Just bumping into each other.
Just
filling
like
space.
they took the chairs out. I don't know if like people were in there sleeping or just hanging out all day, but they just took all the chairs out. So it's just an empty like warehouse lobby with like velvet rope stanchions, and you just stand in line with like 100 people, and then they'll tell you like go over here and wait. And you know, usually you sit and they call your number. You just stand. Everyone's just standing in a group, like waiting for, like they're waiting for a train. It's sad, man.
Yeah, well, really the eye-opening thing was at that DMV down the street here on Olive, and so many old people in there, and the fact that they couldn't even sign themselves in, and now they're going to operate a motor vehicle.
Yeah.
Wild,
Man.
wild. What do you think about this? And this is a study done out of Australia. They found it would make the road safer if people had to retake their driver's test at age 50.
Dude,
It actually was a study done out of
how long
Australia.
have I been saying this?
Right.
But 50's young.
Okay, 50's
So-
young, but how long have I been saying this? How is it that, like,
You could do checkups.
we have all these regulations, like everything to keep us safe, and then you pass it as a teenager, and never have to do that freaking test again? It's
That's
the
it.
most insane thing on
A
earth.
study in Australia found it would make the road safer if people had to retake their driver's test at the age of 50. Now, they cited stats that show 19% of fatal crashes involve people under 25, but 21% involve people over 65.
In an age where we can't agree on anything, everybody's all divided. Guess what everybody agrees with? Everybody agrees that people are bad drivers out there. Even bad drivers that don't know they're bad drivers think that they're bad drivers out there. It's one of the only things that we all agree on. So how do we fix that? Well, we start taking licenses.
The fact that our eyesight and reactions get worse, that's part of it. But it's also about bad driving habits, like not using turn signals and not checking blind spots.
Nothing like teaching a teenager how to drive, and about a year into them driving, there's nothing like that to sober you, because then they start correcting you. My daughter's like, you didn't fully stop there.
Oh, my son does that too.
And I'm like,
I go,
all right,
"Get out of the
you
car,
got me,
dude.
you got me there.
Get out of the car."
But, I mean, she's pointing out some bad habits.
And my son says the same thing. He goes, "You rolled that." I go,
Nah, okay.
"Okay, you're right."
You got me. There's nothing to do.
Someday,
Like, oh, shoot.
right.
You will too.
You're right.
Man, did you see this
Someday
Simon
you will,
DMV email?
No, what?
Said, my most recent trip to the DMV, third time to get all of my late father's titles switched over. Brought my aunt, the executor of his estate, the local MF and probate judge in the GD town where he lived. It was like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker drew lightsabers. The last DMV line of defense was, we need these gift affidavits stamped by the probate judge, which I did not have, and I actually got to hear the woman with me saying, I am the judge, before the DMV was finally defeated. Can you imagine just having to walk into a DMV with
a judge?
With a posse. With a judge, a will executor, and your aunt, I guess, to cheer you on. I don't know what she was doing there. But.
No, I get it.
Sarah says the DMVs are independently owned, which is why they all have different systems, and it depends on how well they're trained and their management.
Right.
So that's why they all suck differently.
Well, yeah, they all suck in their own different ways, and some are great. There was one in the Valley that closed recently, and they were wonderful there. Wonderful. I even Yelp rated them.
Wow.
5 stars. They were so good. I went, you know what? I'm going to go to Yelp and I'm going to give them 5 stars.
That's awesome.
You can't be telling everybody where the good ones are, man.
Well, this
It's
one's
closed.
fine.
Not there anymore.
After 30 plus years of bad habits going unchecked, you know, they get set in stone as far as bad driving habits go. So should everyone have to take a refresher course, even if they've never been in an accident?
I mean,
Should everyone have to take a refresher course, even if they have never been in an accident?
sure. You shouldn't have any problems then. What's wrong with just testing everybody and making sure that we're nurturing things in the right direction and that you're cool driving?
Oh, okay. So listen to this, though. That means millions upon millions of people will be flooding the DMV system to do these tests.
Right. Maybe there's a
There's
new
ways to
building
do it.
that they make.
Yeah, they could do.
Just think about all the crap that they just sent you through.
I know.
You had to go to two DMVs and all this kind of stuff. They could charge a very nominal fee to do these tests. Heck, maybe even some of them just can be online as just a preliminary. Listen, dude, we
How about
age
just even
gate
written?
everything. How is it that we're not age gating something on the other end of the spectrum when cognitive decline is biology?
Well, listen, remember, a poll last month, a quarter of Americans said they're not sure if they could pass a written exam if they had to take it right now.
Man. This is where California has it right, where AAA, they, inside their offices, you can go and they basically do 90% of all the DMV things, and you have no lines. You just walk right on in.
That's nice.
And don't get me wrong,
pay for it.
I'm not against you, Mom, because I'm sure she's listening. I'm
Or
not,
my mom, too.
I'm not against you. I'm just for us. I'm for life. That's all. I've lost too many friends and family members to car accidents. I'm not blaming them on old people or young people and that kind of stuff. It's just like, how can we instantly improve our safety, our roads, our economy, for God's sakes? Just keep people alive.
You guys want to take some written exam questions here?
Sure.
Yeah, let's all fail. Let's all
do
eat
it.
our
Let's
words.
do it. Let's do it. What is the speed limit on rural interstates in Missouri unless otherwise posted?
55.
85.
45.
Rural interstates in Missouri
Rural
unless
interstates.
So those are like
rural
blacktops?
interstates.
Yeah,
Interstates.
55.
The answer is 70.
Rural interstates.
Rural interstates in Missouri.
Oh, you're talking about
unless
like
otherwise
70?
posted.
Is it 70 and 44, I guess, are the only ones.
Yeah.
And 55.
Huh.
Yeah, I knew that.
55, I think. Oh, 36 is 65.
I was thinking of 2-lane, like back road, like Route
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, which I guess is not an interstate. That's a
It's
state
not
highway.
even in Missouri.
What is...
He's going to get us, guys. We're going to go 0. We're going to go
Go.
over 10.
I'm down. Let me know how bad I am at this.
What is the minimum following distance you should maintain behind a car in Missouri? 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, or as close as possible so you know they're mad.
It's a car length
3
for
seconds.
each 10 miles an hour.
If you're trying to get them to go quick, you have to
300
get
feet.
on their bump.
It's 100 feet per second to stop, 3 seconds.
3 seconds is correct.
That's the minimum.
It's supposed to be.
When can you legally drive
3
without
feet is
wearing a
mine.
seatbelt in Missouri? When can you legally drive without wearing a seatbelt
Never.
in Missouri?
Yeah.
You have
in
to
a tractor.
buckle up.
Yeah, on a
Never.
tractor in a farm field.
You have to still have a seatbelt on.
1983.
The answer is never.
Kids in a school bus.
Good point. They're not driving. But
That's true.
If you're driving and an animal suddenly runs into your path, you should A, swerve to avoid it, B, brake firmly and try to avoid swerving, speed up to clear the animal, or honk and yell at it.
B.
hit it.
Yep.
It's B, brake firmly and try to avoid swerving.
Yeah, swerving is what gets people killed.
Let me see here. If you are pulled over by a by a police officer in Missouri, what should you do?
Start recording and say, I know my rights.
Pull over to the right and stay in the car. Start gathering your documents while they walk up, or keep your hands visible on the steering wheel.
Flirt.
Hands visible.
It's all the above.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
I always have a
That
lot of
choice.
cash in my hands, too, when it's up there on the steering wheel.
Who was it that used to take their keys out and put them on a roof?
Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Which isn't that what?
I put a donut up on the roof as a peace offering.
It's not a bad idea.
I remember my dad used to say, turn the radio off and take your sunglasses off. You know.
So they can see your eyes.
Well, it was just, I think it was just like an old school, like, respect thing.
Yeah.
Just start yelling. I know my rights.
I know my
was-
rights.
As Chris Rock would say, just be cool.
I always let them know I'm a sovereign citizen.
You ever seen that? Yeah, you ever seen that bit with Chris Rock? Talking about what to do when he
Yes.
gets pulled over?
Just be cool. How old do you have to be to ride in the front seat of a car in Missouri? 6, 8, 12, or 13?
I think it's 6.
No, it's way later. I think it's either 8 or 12. I want to say 12.
Yeah, I'll go 12.
I think it's 8, but there's a weight requirement.
Yeah, there's eight,
Height.
it's
Yeah.
80 pounds.
I always thought it was
I think
height
it's-
and weight.
I thought it was 80 pounds. I know there's an 8
I
in
think
there,
they
but I
changed
think
it
it's
to
the weight.
12. Probably because there's so many.
Well, I
kids.
wasn't 100
Say it.
pounds.
So many fat kids.
I wasn't 100
You
pounds
get in the
until high
weight
school.
at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're hitting the weight.
He's
Yeah,
working
weight
to
limit.
Have
set
another
the front.
Lunchable.
There's so many
Yeah.
chunky kids now. They're like, we just got to go age limit.
I say 12 years old, 80 pounds.
It's 12. It's just 12 years old. What is Missouri's move over law?
Move over if somebody's off to the side and dealing with an emergency or a car like issue.
Yep, if there's an emergency vehicle, you have to give them a lane of space if
Yeah,
you
it's
can.
change lanes or slow down when approaching emergency vehicles. That's an important one.
Yeah, I know people have been ticketed for that, which means that they left a speeding ticket or some other ticket to go speed
Oh,
up ahead
yeah.
and give that ticket.
The move over law should be stop driving in the passing lane,
Yeah.
but nobody
Nobody.
You know-
recognizes that law.
You know who is the dumbest on that? Is the southern state highways. Like, if you go out Highway 30
or
or
whatever.
21, and you get way out in rural, it's like people forgot that the passing lane is the passing lane. How did everyone in this area, this one particular area,
I don't know.
miss this?
Well, listen, I'm gonna attempt to do everything again today.
Can you just be on
Godspeed.
Facebook Live for the entire time? Can we live vicariously through you?
Hopefully I'll get my title back from the TCU people, and I'll attempt to.
Yeah, dude, go live on Twitch
Run
at
the gauntlet.
DMV. If people want
see.
drama and suspense,
I want to
That-
see a berserker meter, like an anger meter up next to you, like a video game as you go through the day, as it goes up and down.
It would just put me in a foul mood all day. Because it was just a time suck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're wasting your life.
I wasted like 2.5, almost 3 hours just driving around
Yep.
For nothing.
for nothing to find out that I had it right the first time, which is ridiculous.
It's really about the experience, though. You had a great experience.
Great experience, yes.
You're out and about.
You got to meet new people?
Yes,
Got to meet new people, yeah.
In the community. You're shaking
I
hands.
mean, I could have been home napping.
I mean,
And-
local celebrity shakes hands.
All right.
Wow.
Goes
Man
out
of
in
the
public.
people.
In the wild.
They're just like us.
You didn't even get. You didn't even
Rizz
get
in the wild.
The satisfaction of like new car. It's a car you've been
It's
driving.
a car I've been driving for the
Forever.
past 6 years.
You're just trying to buy the lease out. It's not
I'm
like you
trying to
got,
buy
it's not
my
like you got
old
into
car.
a new car and you're like, well, at least I got this brand new
No.
cool whip. It's the same.
It's the same
fart
car
box
I had.
you've been driving around.
With the boogers under the front seat.
Yeah. I'm trying to pay taxes on my
Just
old
trying
car.
to pay taxes on it.
Trying to own it.
Have you guys noticed that people have been bringing their dogs into more and more establishments lately?
I actually have. Yeah.
Have you?
I was at TJ Maxx the other day.
TJ Maxx.
And there was a dog, and I don't believe it was a service dog, or if it was, it didn't have any sort of, flair saying that it
Right,
was.
saying it's service dog.
Yeah.
I've been noticing, and it's over the past couple months, that people have been bringing their dogs to places that normally you wouldn't see dogs, or you would think they wouldn't be allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. Give an inch, take a mile, though. Everybody's afraid to say anything.
Well, there's a controversial photo going around of a dog sitting inside a shopping cart that has sparked some conversation amongst people. So it is this was on Sunday. I first saw this.
I hate to be breedist, but what's the
A
breed?
Stafford Terrier.
A staffer.
If it's ends in terrier,
No,
I'm
this is a
probably
big ass
out.
dog.
Yeah, I was
No,
just
no, I was saying
saying
I'm
Stafford.
probably out.
Oh,
Stafford.
muscular
You can see
little
the
thing.
veins on the neck.
He looks
This
like
is
a
Stafford.
pit bull.
I think it's a Staffordshire.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
no.
this is a
No,
this is
no,
a
no.
pit bull. I
Is
mean,
that- is that-
it's not a pit bull, but you ain't gonna tell.
It's
the
a
difference.
very muscular.
It's got the square
dog.
head.
This dog
Yeah.
lifts.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Power.
This dog. Yeah, this,
This dog
also.
takes no crap at the DMV.
Yeah, this dog also probably takes Exploder every morning. Yeah, Exploder, get some. So this Stafford Terrier is in the shopping cart with the owner, who's like, getting stuff out of I think the dairy, like a dairy case. And the person who snapped the photo shared it on social media and wrote like good lightheartedly, "Oh, he's a good boy." And man, people started going nuts. A lot of people like, hey, dogs should not be allowed in grocery stores. I agree. You can't take your dog everywhere. I know you love your best friend, but there are some places where he or she can't go.
I was in Herman this weekend, and Saturday we went to go to dinner, and we were waiting in line, and a woman had two little miniature greyhound dogs with their beds waiting for a table,
The Italian greyhounds.
like the itty bitty ones.
Yeah, the skittish ones.
Yeah, they're very cute. I petted both of
She
them.
she brought the dog beds.
Yeah,
Was
That's
this like a
weird.
nice place
that's
to eat?
nicer. Yeah.
That's not a breed that typically does super well in like.
Oh, it was
loud-
shaking and-
yeah, they're gonna be shaking the whole time. They're very timid animals.
very
Those are-
timid,
that's-
very little, and and you could tell
Ouch,
the thing
buddies.
was just so afraid.
Okay, the American Pit Bull Terrier and the American Staffordshire Terrier are both considered pit bull type dogs. The American Staffordshire Terrier is nearly the same, but typically slightly shorter and maybe stockier in weight. Also, the American Pit Bull Terriers are a bit more athletic in appearances.
Well-
so they're a bit like these are a little.
Well,
they're
now the
stockier and
grocery
short.
store is getting
Intimidating.
crap. The grocery store is getting crap enough where a news organization was like, hey, do you allow pets in your store? And they're like, no, we do not allow everyday pets or animals to enter our stores. Assistants and companion animals are welcome to accompany their owners of our stores or in our stores if they are clearly identified by a collar, coat, or a harness. But this was a dog just sitting in the shopping cart.
Right. I don't know who wrote this, but it does say on Google, as a rule, they're gentle, affectionate dogs who adore people. They are utter clowns who enjoy life and simply love being part of the
Listen,
family.
and it has nothing to do with the breed.
I know.
This particular story.
How do dogs become utter clowns? I'm just curious. Like, it seems
has a
like
red nose.
seems like this was written by a Staffordshire Terrier.
Tells a lot of jokes.
They've
Walks
been
around
known
with a
as the
horn.
nanny dog. Do they dress up
Watch it,
like Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah, Mrs.
Watch this, and it's pulling like the thing out of their mouth,
The ribbon.
the ribbons out of their mouth.
Yeah, they're like that dog. That Scottish nanny looks a lot like Fido. Arrow! Nah, I think that's the dog in a wig.
Well, in the comments section on this story, I know one user pointed out that the shopper's behavior contributes to people with genuine assistance dogs being unjustifiably harassed. Well, okay. They said because others bring their untrained pets into stores, people with trained assistance dogs are often told to leave. Yeah, but usually the assistance dogs are marked as.
As they should be and need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. We jumped the shark on service dogs, and nobody wants to admit it. You know.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like it's everybody's like using it as cloud cover, a smoke screen, and they're
and people do need it. I get it. I'm not denying that.
I was one that was like, oh, I guess this person needs a service dog. I was one of those people until I went to the Air Force Base.
Yeah.
Until I
That's
went to Scott Air
legit.
Force Base and met some people who really do need their assistance dogs and love them.
yeah, and that's incredible.
And it's incredible how
It's
these
the
things
people
are trained.
that don't have those, don't have the need, but are using that smoke screen as an excuse to put their dog in a shopping cart and
Right.
take it to TJ Maxx.
They're literally making it harder for people who do need service.
That's
animals.
And
I mean,
also,
you're
whenever you have a
ruining it.
big, giant dog like those terriers, they're probably on a leash, but you're not going to be paying full attention. And if they decided to get, they're intrigued with something, that could really become
How
a
about-
serious accident.
I put my food in that shopping cart. Now your dog's ass is on it.
That's a good point, too.
I think
Well, there's babies in there, and there's been plenty of
their
like.
dookie diapers.
Well, and that's what
Gross
one person who works at a grocery store said. Dogs are probably the least of our worries. We find carts containing dirty diapers, naughty tissues, even dirty needles. At least the dogs in the cart can't attack anybody.
Someone's shopping at
They
Schnucks on
can't?
Arsenal. Come on. I also think that it's so hard now to even the people that need it, service dogs used to be easily identifiable. Now there's so many people with silent disabilities, whether it's anxiety or PTSD or things like that. People are just, Moon said it earlier, I think, like people are scared to call it out because they don't want to look like an a-hole.
Right.
So if somebody throws a dog in a cart with confidence, you're just like, maybe they forgot the vest at home. I don't want to.
Right.
It's not a fight I'm looking to have while I'm restocking produce.
Everyone that I know that has a service animal, like a legit, registered and a need for it, would never go anywhere without the dog without that on there. Like they're always
required.
Yeah, they
Are you required? I don't know the requirements.
They have
for
the
it.
vest, they have the markings, and like for a good reason. People are just.
I wouldn't want to take a chance of somebody questioning me.
Yeah. Well, also, a lot of those dogs are very specifically trained for that person's needs.
Yeah.
And therefore, they don't want you touching the dog. You're not supposed to touch their dog. It's like a police dog. You don't touch the dog. If a dog has a vest, don't touch it.
Yeah. I imagine there's like I know this isn't real, but in my mind, I love that there's like a bar that all these service dogs go to when they get off work.
Like,
There's like a German
Like that
Shepherd.
What a
poster
day.
of them by the pool table.
German Shepherd like drinking a Coors Light, and he's like, "Yeah, I sniffed out 3 bombs and a kilo of cocaine at the airport today." I'm like, "Good job, man."
You're a good boy.
There's a golden retriever that's
Good
like,
boy.
"Yeah, my owner's blind. I stopped him from walking into traffic 3 times today."
Good boy.
Good boy. And then there's like a little Chihuahua with a weird eye shaking, like, my owner gets nervous on Southwest flights. You're like, how'd you get in here? You're not one of us.
Well, we started to get into a couple years ago, like, the service gerbils, the service tarantulas, the service snakes.
Parrot, right.
The service ferrets.
Somebody brought a peacock on the plane a couple years ago.
That is a 100% true story.
Reasonable.
It was a service peacock. And I think actually that was the one that was like, hey, I think the airlines were like, listen,
yeah, you can't do this.
This is
can't-
enough.
This is enough.
That's when they made the regulations.
Like it's either a dog or do they do cats? I don't know.
There's also people self-diagnosing. I know a few people, I'm not going to name names, even around in my sphere, that are just like, it's like the same people that are like, it's my OCD. And I'm like, have you been diagnosed with OCD, or is this just your excuse
Right.
to complain about stuff or to have your own way. Oh, it's my ADHD, and I'm like,
maybe
do you
somebody-
have ADHD,
Right.
or
Diagnosed
are you
by
just
a-
late?
by a licensed doctor.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people. I know there's a couple comedians that are very guilty of this. They just want a companion, and they just. So
Which is
I have
fine.
anxiety. Have you been diagnosed? Are you on meds? Are you taking like anxiety medication? No, but I know I have it. I'm just like, well, you have a tiny dog and a papoose on the front of you shaking like a leaf on a tree while you're clearly miserable. It's like,
Yeah.
sometimes I wonder if it's good for the dog, because if the dog hasn't been trained, like Moon said, if it's not trained, you're just traumatizing the dog.
Yeah.
Like some of these dogs, like Lauren said, those dogs were shaking, and they probably don't like being there.
No.
Well, I mean, after my experiences at the DMV yesterday, I got home and, new dog, as she does. I was laying on the couch. She came right up next to me, and I started petting her head. And, I felt myself, calm down, and I get it, man.
Yeah.
I understand. Lower the stress. Blood pressure went down. I was calm for a moment. But you can't bring the dog everywhere. The grocery store especially. There's food everywhere.
You can get your groceries ordered, too. Or pick them up, curbside.
I guess they allow at TJ Maxx people writing in you to bring your dogs in.
Oh.
Why?
It's just this year was the first year I've seen the dog experience at TJ Maxx. And they have
Yeah,
a vet
that's
section.
crazy.
But
Now, TJ Maxx, you got to be honest. It used to be like kind of a nicer place, and I'm sure the products
When?
still are. But every time you go in there, don't you go, wait, why are the floors like from 1983? They
I
went full
know.
Marshalls on the floors. Have you noticed that? Every TJ Maxx floors look like they just said, nah, you know what? We'll just grind it into the
there's so
ground.
many cute things to find, though.
Listen,
I just don't even care.
According to food standard codes, by the way, food business must not allow live animals in areas where food is handled or served. So
I can bring it in if it's not live.
They're owned by the same company, by the way.
TJ Maxx and Marshalls.
TJ Maxx and Marshalls have the same parent.
And Home Goods. I think.
Yeah, but there was like
That's what happened.
there was an assumption that TJ Maxx was kind of like nicer and whatever, and now they just went nah.
I worked at TJ Maxx, and it was awesome.
Did you
I
really?
did. It was one of my first jobs.
That's pretty cool.
It was so cool.
You can get some good finds in
What's the
there.
difference between TJ Maxx and Marshalls?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just
Same
different names.
thing?
Same thing. You can
Yeah.
find some of the same products in there.
Same brands,
There's
pretty
more
much.
purses at TJ Maxx.
God, it's great. Love going to TJ Maxx because you just don't know what you're looking for, until you find it.
There it is.
Yeah, I think I've gotten at Marshalls.
Didn't
I
know
think
I
I've
was
got
looking for you. There
everything
you are.
from sweatpants to honey.
Oh yeah, I've bought food, like
Oh, they got
bath
food
bombs.
there?
Oh yeah, they got a chip aisle, which it's kind of like a world market.
Oh, my wife's come home with a frying pan.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like, where'd you get this? TJ Maxx. I'm like, I didn't know they sold
kitchen goods.
KitchenAid, kitchen goods.
Yeah,
I got a really
they
nice
got
pizza
everything.
cutter.
You did? Nice.
Says the
I hit
TJ
the jackpot.
Maxx. TJ Maxx has more high-end designers and a jewelry counter.
No.
Oh,
Jewelry
That's
counter.
the
yeah.
Okay. That's the max.
Okay.
That's the max.
Hey, speaking of dirty butts,
Okay.
let's talk about this.
man, marathon runners, God bless you.
Dude.
They're incredible.
You know the story I'm going to talk about?
If it's the video I watched,
Yes.
yeah, I do know. It's insane.
Yes, it is. The woman?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a woman over the weekend. She's a triathlete. So a triathlete, what's in a triathlon? It's
She
the
tries to be an athlete.
It's swimming, biking, running.
swimming, biking, running. So first you swim,
Yes.
and then you bike, and then you run. So you swim. In this particular triathlon, I think it was in Dubai. Yeah, it was Dubai. So it was 90 degrees over the weekend. 26-year-old runner. Her name is Taylor Knibb. Okay, so she does the 1.5 mile swim. Then she gets on a bike and she runs 50 miles, and then she runs. 90 degrees, Dubai. She's running, and you know how they follow the marathon runners? Usually they're on like motorcycles, and they got a camera guy on the back. So
Yeah.
she's running, and listen to the coverage.
She could, and she went, oh, myself. So can you not get my ass? Thank you. Sorry.
Wow. This happens a lot, by the way. In these
Did you hear what
Ironmans.
she said?
She said she
Play it again.
pooed herself.
She could, and she went, oh, myself. So can you not get my ass? Thank you.
That's brilliant.
I just soiled myself, but she didn't say soiled.
Oh, that's yes.
Can you not get my ass?
Yeah.
That explains the skid marks on the road.
It does.
Just credit the cameraman swiveled around and got it.
And did not.
That's nice.
And did not.
This is common, I hear. People run marathons.
Yeah,
Does it
it's
make them go
wild.
quicker?
Yeah.
Listen,
No, they're not doing it on purpose. It just happens.
I'm
Like,
just-
Oh, it does?
completing a
Oh, yeah.
triathlon, you know, it's up there with one of the most challenging and physically demanding things a person can do in sport. And it'll come as no surprise to know it comes with many other issues along the way. So this woman, she is an Olympic triathlete, again, Taylor Knibb, had to go through, I mean, just at the back end of this race, it must have been a nightmare. So she's competed at the games twice, including in the summer, bringing home a silver both times in the Olympics. So two-time Olympic champion. This woman is known as one of the world's best triathletes. So she took first place at this triathlon. As tensions ran high, all eyes were on her as the camera panned her way, with her fighting the punishing 90-degree heat. And speaking to the cameraman as they filmed her laboring to the finish line, I just ished myself, can you not get my ass?
I believe I can fly.
Did you see the results of that?
Huh?
She beat everyone with a total blowout.
That
Wow.
was a total blowout, Scott.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you, Scott.
So would you rather have the swims, the bikes, or the runs? That's what I just think.
Yeah, that's a quality poop at a
Leave it there,
marathon
buddy.
joke.
Okay? You did good. You did good, Scott. Just leave it there. No
All right.
more.
Close that joke book. Close it.
That was really good, dude.
So she won, man. She won the race. She said she wasn't feeling good that morning. She said she woke up. She messaged her coach like, man, I feel rough. And she's like, it's going to be a bad day. And, yeah, I don't know at what point did she soil herself. But it happened. And there was a total brownout.
Damn.
Yeah.
Code Brown.
It was a code brown. But good on the camera guy for honoring her wishes.
And that was smart, she asked, because usually they always have to put photos, and it looks rather embarrassing.
Yeah, if you look, you can look it up. I mean, just people cross the finish line and they just evacuate. There's plenty of pictures and video of people soiling themselves after completing a marathon or in the middle of a marathon.
I won't
Yeah.
be Googling that later. That's just
No?
something I don't really need today, but
If you had your leisure.
If you do, don't wear white Umbros.
Yeah, it's not road apples or nothing. It's like full on.
Well, what do you do if you got to go? You got the trots.
Yeah, it is.
You're not gonna.
I don't know, man. It's my nightmare.
They're hydrated.
You're not gonna. You're not
I
gonna
didn't need
hit a
another
porta
reason
potty.
not to run, but
There it is.
I'll take it.
We've had stories of people complaining that runners in the morning in like residential areas, I guess, you're running and it gets things going. And when you got to go, people are going in people's yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big. That
was
was
a
a big
big-
new story up in Seattle or something. It was Portland or Seattle.
It was like they called it like the serial pooper, but they said it was a runner and he was just crapping on somebody's lawn.
They got to be taking. They must be like taking some exploder or something, man. I ran my ass off in the military, and it's like when you get on. I'm sure this happens. I'm always paranoid when I go on stage that I'm gonna have to pee or poop. I'm always like, I got to get it out.
Have you ever had to?
No, because it's like with the Jordan flu game. Like once you get locked into what you do, your body just like shuts all that down. And I would imagine that's how it felt when I ran in the military. It was like I just became a singular focus of like, don't fall down and die. Your side is hurting. You feel terrible. Just keep one foot in front of the other. Like you become hyper focused on the task at hand. I mean, maybe it gets. I don't know. I just feel like you got to be taking like some kind of diuretics or something, like
a high fiber diet.
Yeah, maybe.
And then you're running, it just gets the whole system moving. And you're not going to stop off at a porta potty. You're going to lose the race. This woman is a
no thanks.
champion.
No time.
Yeah, I just got to go, man. It's like if you're a NASCAR driver, a race car driver of any type, you can't pull over and go to the bathroom.
No.
Yeah, they
You
wear
got to go in the
diapers.
suit, man.
Just go, man.
They wear diapers, don't they?
Do they?
They need convenience stores on
Race
the
car
track.
drivers dipe up.
That's
I feel
why
like
they
do.
That's
That's
why
why they wear the big suits.
That's why they dump champagne all over themselves or milk or something like that. So it, just, so it blends in with
Chocolate milk.
with their wet.
It smells like sour milk. No, that's not me urinating myself.
Finally, all right. So maybe I'd rather have somebody crap on the lawn than do this on my lawn. This is out of Sunsbury, Pennsylvania. A guy allegedly jode on his neighbor's property in front of her camera.
You can't do that.
No, and what do you say when you get caught?
My bad.
Well, Scott, 56-year-old guy named Ben Santos was hammered when he wanders onto his neighbor's property at 2:30 in the morning. The neighbor told police that Ben was in front of an outside camera and just started punishing himself. Just jode vigorously. The next day, the neighbor saw Ben outside and went, "Hey, Ben?
Whoa.
What happened?" And she pointed to the camera. He had a smirk on his face, said, "Yep, I was very drunk," and quote, "My bad."
My bad.
No
That's what
way.
he said.
Scott, where
awesome.
were you?
Quote, "My bad." I mean, what else can you say?
You can't get in trouble with that.
No, he's been charged with open lewdness, loitering, and prowling at night,
Prowling at night.
and summary harassment. He'll be in court next month. What can you say? My bad.
Oops.
That'll help with the sentencing, I think.
Yeah, listen, he's clearly showing remorse. He said, "My bad." All right, let's do this. That's brought to us by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Check out the all-new Hot Shots Limburg, which I will be at on Friday from 7 to 9 o'clock. I'll be out there with Louie, and you'll have a chance to win your way into ratio night at the Blues game. Your only chance to win that super sweet Blues ratio jersey. But thank you, Hot Shots, and congratulations to Mark Scott from Barnhart.
Yeah, Mom.
Team Rizz number 9. Mark has been a fan of both the Rizz Show and The Point since the very beginning, has attended countless events that the show has hosted over the years, loves the chemistry that Learn and Rafe have added to the show since their arrival,
Thanks.
how much the show always makes his morning drives and the first couple hours at work tolerable. Well, thank you, Mark. Mark Scott from Barnhart is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, Crab on Celebrities next, 7:09. Wednesday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We have some delays, 270 eastbound between 44 and 40. Your point forecast, sunny, windy, high of 55. Right now it's 45 at the Point Studio.
All right, Learn, what do you got for us?
Another Diddy update. Fleetwood Mac docs incoming. Jay, are you all good? And a new game for Crap On that I think you guys are really going to enjoy.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And did you hear, I don't know if you're going to cover this, Learn. John Stamos is getting crap for trying to cheer up Dave Coulier.
Nah. I look forward to it, though. Jessica Sapoulos, the best.
Yeah, we'll chop it up next day there. Program phone number 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833, the Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz, the socials at RIZZ Show, your emails, RizzShow 1057thepoint.com. All right, we're going to play Rizz Show Password later. It's been a while. Give away some prizes, including tickets to go see Linkin Park. We got tickets to go see Post Malone. Post Malone and Jelly Roll just announced Busch Stadium May 13th. We got tickets to go see comedian Matt Rife at the Enterprise Center on September 14th. We also got those Stabbing Westward tickets. Yeah, Stabbing Westward. Ho-Ho show next Sunday, December 1st, over at Del Mar Hall.
Matt Rife was announced yesterday as well, and he looks like Billy Idol in the tour promo.
Oh, does he?
And I've never thought he's attractive or anything, but the dude can pull off the blonde Billy Idol hair. So just want to say that out loud.
I guess those were the two big concert announcements that were anticipated for this week.
Yeah. Well, AC/DC still could be out there.
Could be.
They say by Friday. There were rumors.
Well, we were told Sunday night, like, hey, stand by. There's going to be two big concert announcements this week. And I got my hopes up. Mm-hmm. Ooh, maybe something for me. Maybe something I'd get excited about.
Yeah.
AC/DC.
Could still happen.
It could still happen. But Jelly Roll and Post Malone, and then Matt Rife was the other one. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, great. Cool.
Rod Stewart was
It's
also
called the
announced.
Stay Golden Tour. I was like, it was some kind of like Pony Boy reference. I remember.
Oh, yeah, Rod Stewart.
Yeah. It's the last Rod Stewart show, too. This is the last time he'll be coming through.
So is that going to be something you're going to want to see?
No. I'm not a Rod Stewart person. I'm not a Billy Joel person, a Rod Stewart person. Do you think I'm sexy is about as into Rod Stewart as I will go? I'm not elbows deep into Rod.
Anybody a Rod guy?
I respect his entire catalog. Although
Enough to go,
leisurely.
this is it?
This is it.
This is it. Like, this is the last go-around for him.
Oh, no. You know, that is one of those shows where if I happen to stumble there for free, I'd really enjoy it.
Listen, I'm sure we'd get you in there.
Well, okay. At the risk of sounding however this is going to sound, I don't want to work for it, but if I find myself there, I think I'm really going to enjoy it.
I'll bet you it's a great show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every time I hear something or I see something live from him, I'm like, damn, I really like that guy.
Good showman.
Yeah, I never listened to it, and it never like
probably has a lot. Probably has a lot more songs than you know that you know.
That's got to be a fact. Otherwise, he wouldn't be as big as he is.
Been around forever.
Right, and he probably does like the small faces and right.
Every time I've seen him,
faces.
every time I've seen
Faces.
Faces.
Every time I've seen him do an interview, I'm always super impressed. I'm always like, I like this
Tiny
guy.
heads.
I think there's faces and there's small faces. Faces with Ronnie Wood.
Faces, yes.
And
Apologies.
then there's giant faces.
The giant faces.
He was in Big Faces.
That's a totally different band.
Today,
He's got some bangers.
Yeah, he does. Today, Face the Music. Rafe, what band are we listening for
Rod
today?
Stewart.
We're not listening for Rod Stewart.
What is today?
What is today, Rafe?
Today's Wednesday.
I should know.
It's your
that
week.
It's the Offspring
That's
today.
right. It is the Offspring today.
I remember they changed the order in my veins.
It's the Offspring today. So if you hear an Offspring song, make sure you open up that Point Mobile app, tap Rafe's face, and you have a chance to win $1,000, and you have a chance to co-host the show with us one morning next month. And congratulations to Week 3's winner, Dustin Watts from Wentzville.
Nice.
Dustin Watts from Wentzville, congratulations. You are $1,000 richer, and you will be here next month at some point to co-host the show with us.
Do you think he'll be decked out in furs because he has $1,000? Like he's gonna I'd walk in
Fine
with like
jewelry.
a new outfit.
Yeah.
With my
Man.
winnings.
Just drenched
Fresh.
in diamonds and gold. Yeah, $1,000. That's nice.
It is so nice.
So congratulations, Dustin Watts. You are the Week 3 winner for Face the Music. And if you hear the Offspring today, you have a chance to win just by tapping Rafe's face on that Point Mobile app.
I'd like to say I did look up a photo of Rod Stewart, and he does look like, A, your cool aunt who would give you a Kit Kat before dinner, and B, that he might be able to grant a wish if you ran into him on the street.
Look up the women Rod Stewart dated in
Oh,
the
he's
60s
crushed it.
and
Yeah.
70s.
He was married to
Crushed it.
Rachel something or other.
Rachel Hunter.
Yeah.
He-
yeah.
He crushed it.
Just was wearing white fur and dating Britt Eklund and just killing it.
And-
Killing the chick game.
Crazy good athlete. Like he had a
Yeah.
Oh,
he had
good
a
soccer
soccer
player,
contract,
yeah.
I think, offered from Newcastle, and was like, I think I'm gonna do music.
He's a knight, too. It's Sir Rod Stewart.
That's
Oh,
right.
and a knight.
He's got it
Probably
all.
a huge dong. I'm
Actually,
imagining.
yes. No, actually, yes. I remember seeing a poster
Actually-
from the 70s of him in some really tight, I believe they were like red pants, and things are going good for Rod.
Well,
Well, his name
you can't
says
be.
it all.
Yeah, it was like you can't be named Rod unless you
And have a
deliver.
tiny
You know what I'm
ding-dong.
saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, speaking of music, while we're on the topic, the Misfit Machine, the record, Punk Rock Christmas Volume 1, that's supposed to be out last Friday, it came out today.
Right
It's
on.
it's out
Oh,
now.
all right, so
it is on Spotify.
Your favorite holiday classics?
Yeah, so for people that were looking for Christmas in St. Louis that we released last year under the name Punk Rock Machine, that is on this EP, and that page has been taken down. So if you had that in your playlists and all that, just look up the Misfit Machine or follow us, and we'll post the links. Punk Rock Christmas Volume 1. It is the EP with 3 new songs and Christmas in St. Louis. It is out now.
So wherever you get your music.
Yeah, wherever.
Wherever you get
Spotify,
it.
Apple Music, wherever.
So was it last week it came out that Dave Coulier from Full House, he's got cancer. Battling cancer. He
Hodgkin's, right? Hodgkin's.
yeah, it's the
Non-Hodgkin's.
non-Hodgkin's, right? So he's got stage 3, but prognosis is okay. Like he's going through the treatments and stuff.
Right.
And, hopefully, he was a nice guy. He was in here a couple years ago.
Yeah, I
Good
met
dude.
him. So fun.
Yeah, he was great. He was great. So John Stamos, I guess, to cheer him up, because Dave Coulier is now bald. I guess the chemo, caused his hair to fall out. So John Stamos, I don't know if you saw the picture posted on Instagram. I guess John Stamos put a bald cap on, and it's the two of them. John Stamos is behind Dave Coulier hugging him.
Yeah.
And now John Stamos is getting crap. Can you guess why?
Because he's acting bald.
Yep.
Okay.
Because he's acting bald.
Yeah.
And not really bald.
I mean, they're two friends
Got it, man.
that have been joking around
Get outta
forever.
here.
I doubt Dave Coulier cared about that at all. Also, John Stamos, known for his hair. He's probably got that stuff insured.
I mean, no, the comments were like, seriously, you just couldn't shave your head, bro? That was one comment.
That's not just anyone can shave their head. The people that do that are spectacular and incredible. Like when your family member gets cancer and you go, I am standing with solidarity. Like this, those people that do that are incredible. That is so sweet and like beautiful.
Here's another person wrote, God bless Dave, but this is really inappropriate.
You're such a dork.
A bald cap is showing solidarity? You could just take your cap off and be, quote, normal again.
First of all, he's not normal. He's a freaking famous actor. And guess one of the things he's famous for? His hair.
Yeah.
He posted a picture of him with his face without his hair. Honestly, that may not mean anything to you, but as far as like his agents go, and he's been building an image for, 30 or 40 something years, but with his looks and his hair and all that, it is a big deal. Get out of his business. Shut up, dork.
How about even aside from all that?
Shut up,
His buddy
dork.
is going through cancer. Mm-hmm. His buddy, when you arrived with the bald cap on, laughed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what the whole point
Yeah,
was.
That's the point of it.
Get out of
You
it.
a-hole.
Yeah.
And by the way,
You
Dave
jerk.
Cut it out.
Bald looks really
He looks all right.
freaking
I'll be
good.
honest with
Yeah.
you.
He looks
I'm looking
great.
it
He
up
looks
right
good.
now.
He looks
He
good.
does
He's got
look
a
good.
good.
He looks
He's got a good
awesome.
shaped head.
Damn.
Yeah, man. He's got a
He's
good
got
look.
a good shaped head.
He does.
It works
It like
for him.
changes his whole look in a very flattering way. I mean,
He looks very Bruce
Okay,
Willis.
and-
Like
and-
he
Or
could
Smash.
he could be an action hero.
It looks
at
the
this
other
point.
way around. If you look at it, it looks like John Stamos is in chemo, and Dave Coulier
it's
just
just
like
totally.
bicked it off to
Right.
support
Can I
him.
read more garbage comments from some of these
Please.
people who are giving John
Yeah.
Stamos crap? When people take this route, they actually shave their head. I can't help feel that you're using Dave's diagnosis as a way to make yourself more likable.
Please.
What a shallow gesture. Couldn't even cut off your hair for your friend. And you made sure to post it on Instagram to get those likes too.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing to help out Dave?
What are you doing?
Hate to be that person, but this is more insulting by putting on a bald cap than not shaving your head. A person with cancer doesn't have a cap they could take off.
You know what a person with cancer wants? To not think about their cancer for 1 second.
Or to be cheered up.
And to be cheered up by
one of
their
best friends.
community. And that's exactly, and Dave Coulier, we follow his lead with this. If he's not offended, I'm not offended. And he said he laughed.
Who
He's-
has the time to even think about this stuff?
That's a
You
good
know what I mean?
question.
Like who sees this and goes,
The internet.
let me break this down and get offended and angry with someone and figure out their motives and then destroy them. Like, who has that kind of time? Like, what does your
Everybody
brain
in this
do?
nation has that time. I mean, everybody does that. That's all we do. And it's so
Stupid.
pathetic, and we're wasting our life away by doing that.
This is like those people who, I don't remember what it was. I think Bill Burr donated like 10 grand or something
Oh, yeah.
to a comedian.
I forget who
died.
it was.
It wasn't Kenny, but it was somebody else.
Yeah, what was that?
And people were like, wow, dude, you're a millionaire? And why don't you just pay his hospital bills? I can't remember. He donated 10 grand to like a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what did you donate?
All right.
What did you do? Nothing other than criticize someone else who helped. Not only did he donate 10,000, he shared it on his platform, which is huge.
Yeah, which does have millions of followers and probably will be
100%.
responsible for millions of donations coming in.
Right. People are just pieces of trash.
Just pieces. This really got me this morning because it's just a friend who's trying to cheer up a buddy who's
Yeah.
going through cancer.
And he was successful in that. Dave Coulier was laughing out loud, he said, when he saw this photo. It's great.
Dave Coulier wrote, it's our friendship, and this is how we're handling a very rough time. Humor is what drives me. I laughed out loud when he arrived wearing a bald cap, being a true loving friend and brother. Nothing but love.
Right.
And that's what the point of it was, to cheer up your buddy.
Makes me love Stamos even more.
I think it's even funnier, honestly, if he believed it for a second and then to pull that beautiful Greek hair out from underneath and be like, come on, man, I love you, but this can't come off. He may have obligations to a show he's on. You don't
Right,
know
you
what
don't know.
he's got going on,
I mean,
man.
we've met him once or twice.
Stamos?
No,
Coulier?
Dave. Yeah,
He's great.
And what are we doing? I mean,
Yeah, what are we doing?
shame on us.
Shame on us, yeah.
Shame on you.
Shame on us.
Hey, you've been growing out these curls for some time. I think you should. And if you don't, you're a.
Yep. Maybe you should pay for his hospital bills.
Yeah, honestly,
No,
Rizz,
this
I heard
is.
things are going
I'm
well.
growing out my hair, and it's. You're growing out your hair? You know, there are some people that can't grow out their hair. How could you post that picture of you with long hair? You know, some people can't grow their hair.
And the people who do shave their heads are incredible. And I do. I love that. I cry every time I see like one of those videos of somebody going through chemo and then their best friend just starts buzzing their head off. It's like, that's incredible.
I love how public displays of your friendship is now a competition.
Well, this is why you don't post anything. This is why.
Yeah, this is why some of your favorite people that were entertainers go away.
This is why. This is why I don't post.
You
I don't
ruined
post
it.
anything.
Everybody's too accessible now.
I totally freaking agree.
Well,
and it takes
yeah, and
everything
it's-
out of it.
Like, we wouldn't even, I mean, I love that I got to see that photo of two friends that I loved Full House growing up. I'm a fan of everybody on that show. I love that I can see that, but also we could have just heard about that one day and maybe it would come off completely different and better and normal.
Well, these a-holes took the joy out of it.
Yeah, they did.
You know, it was posted like, hey, here's my buddy who's here to cheer me up because I'm going through something truly awful. And then other people take the joy out of it. So why even post stuff? All right, today is November the 20th, back in the day. I love this story. 51 years ago, 1973. A fan got to play drums with The Who. Do you know the story?
Good question.
A fan
I feel like
got
I
to
do.
play drums with the band The Who.
And who is the
I'm going to
fan?
ignore that.
That was hysterical.
I know, it was okay.
And it becomes the person that's actually a real drummer, right? Who is it?
No.
Oh.
So Keith Moon, who was completely loaded, collapsed during mid-concert in San Francisco. Collapsed. So show's gone.
Second
He was
verse, Bob O'Reilly.
loaded. So he fell off the drum riser. He cannot play. Pete Townsend asked for a volunteer from the audience. Does anybody know any Who songs? A 19-year-old guy, Scott Halpin, said, yep, I do. Came up, took a shot of brandy, played 3 songs, including My Generation with the band.
That's incredible.
That's so cool.
So cool.
Jeez.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
42 years ago, 1982, Drew Barrymore becomes the youngest host of Saturday Night Live at age 7. That same day, one of the most memorable moments in college football history happened. A play known as The Play.
What a recovery by Stanford. You have to give them all sorts of credit. 4th and 17 at their own 13-yard line to defeat Sherryman in the face, and they saved it. They pulled it out. What a show. All right, here we go with the kickoff. try to squib it, and he does. Ball comes loose, and the Bears have to get out of bounds. Rodgers along the sideline, another one. They're still in deep trouble at midfield. They tried to do a couple of... The ball is still loose as they get it to Rodgers. They give it back now to the 30. They're down to the 20. Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go into the end zone. He's going to the end zone. Will it count? The Bears have scored, but the bands are out on the field. There were flags all over the place. Everybody's milling around on the field. The Bears have won!
All right, so what
much
happened
joy.
there?
That's my
so
favorite.
much joy.
And the band is on the field.
So
And the
was
trombone player got rocked.
known as the final play in the 1982 rivalry game between the University of California, Berkeley, and Stanford. So Cal, trailing by 1 point with 4 seconds left, used 5 laterals to return the kickoff for a touchdown. Shocking victory. I guess the band thought the game was over. The band was on the field.
Some idiot band leader was like, all right,
All right,
that's it. Go on
Game's
out.
over. Get on out there. The
Oh,
band
dude.
runs on the field when the play was still going on.
Definitely one of my favorite videos to watch.
Not only a favorite video, but the commentator. You want to talk about excitement and joy and being into your job.
You seen this, Learn? Do you know the play?
I mean, I can imagine it. That's ridiculous.
Dude, it is priceless to watch. It's this crazy kick that the ball kind of goes up,
And the band
and they're like just tossing it back, like to keep throwing these laterals.
to
Like-
keep the game going.
And then, so when that guy went down, he almost was actually down. That's when the band leader had to be like, yep, he's down,
game's
go
over.
ahead. And the ball is still going. Then this guy gets crushed.
Oh, my God.
Smash.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
what happened.
ridiculous.
That's awesome.
41 years ago, 1983, an estimated 100 million people watched the controversial ABC disaster movie The Day After. Does anybody know about this movie? The movie, which had been hyped for weeks before it aired, depicted the aftermath of nuclear war. And those of you too young to remember how terrified people were, and you were supposed to be when you watched it. It showed what America would be like after nuclear war, and it freaked people out.
Sure.
39 years ago, 1985, Microsoft released Windows 1.0, the very first version of the Windows operating system. And 32 years ago, in 1992, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, was released. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Cordell & Cordell. Don't let divorce take more than it has to. Here's an update on the Diddy allegations. His former bodyguard has dropped a different kind of accusation against the jailed mogul. In a new Hulu documentary called The Honorable Shine, Gene Deal claims that Diddy met with a man in Central Park to perform a bird sacrifice before his 1999 shooting trial. So the guy says when Puff got close to the guy, he just dropped down to his knees. Next thing I see is this smoke just going back and forth around Puff. I guess it was sage or something like that. Deal added that the unidentified man had a Bible, laid hands on Combs, and told Diddy to get a bird from the cage. Puff took a white bird, threw it up in the air, and the bird just fell to the ground, boom, like it was a brick. And I was like, oh, ish. The bird died, man. The bird didn't even move. Diddy just walked away from him real quick, and Diddy has not
So he
responded to this
sacrificed the bird.
allegation for a shooting trial from 1999.
I remember when that happened.
Right.
I never heard about the bird sacrificing thing. So what's he going to sacrifice now to get out of this?
Who knows? I mean,
Somebody's got to go.
somebody's got to go.
Somebody's got to go.
What a mess. 2 more people have come forward, by the way, accusing him of different sexual assault allegations, a man and a woman. That was also new.
Do you think
in the last 24
it'll
hours.
ever come out who was what Hollywood star?
I think it will. Yeah. I think
knew
it's,
this stuff was going on.
yeah. I
do
think
you
some
mean?
people will get off and we won't know, but I think some will come forward that maybe don't have enough money or don't have enough protection around them to
He had
make
these
it not
parties
happen.
all the time. He had these parties all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Famous for his parties.
Right.
Remember LeBron said, ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Hey, how did this first come out? Because I remember one of our tour managers for Goldfinger was like talking about it in the van. This was like over the summer or whenever this first was
It
going
started
down.
with the Cassie video of him beating her in the hallway at that hotel.
Was that it?
Yeah.
And that's what started this whole thing?
Yeah. So
I thought that happened well before.
There was a bodyguard. There was a bodyguard that came forward, or a former something or other, former part of the inner circle that said, "Hey, there are these tapes.
Oh,
There are
really?
these tapes that Diddy has."
And there was a raid or an arrest?
there was a raid.
Okay.
Yeah, his
was-
Miami
there was a raid
home.
his
Because I
Miami
remember
home.
this dude had so much information, and all of us were in the van just going, "What?
Right.
What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Dude, just wait. And like to this day, every time some information comes out, he goes, "I told you."
Yeah, he was
I
right.
told you.
There was the raid, and then the Cassie tape came out after the hotel somehow released it.
And when did Cat Williams
Yeah,
call
but
everything?
Cat Williams was in February.
So it was before all this. Wow.
No. It was like during the beginning.
Okay.
I think Cassie though was the catalyst because she was pressing charges.
Oh, really?
And I might have this wrong. Obviously, there's so much, but
I think it's all part of it.
yeah, it's all intertwined. I was really excited to see this yesterday, and Fleetwood Mac fans are probably rejoicing. So, coming to Apple, there's a fully authorized documentary by Fleetwood Mac coming to Apple. There's no release date; it's still untitled. But the same guy who did the Beach Boys and the Bee Gees documentary, Frank Marshall, is set to direct this
That
one.
Bee Gees documentary is great.
It was so good. And so it will allow Fleetwood Mac to share their extraordinary journey in their own words through never-before-seen footage, new interviews, and archival interviews with the late co-singer and keyboardist Christine McVie. So that'll be good to see. And so be looking towards Apple TV for this Fleetwood Mac documentary. The Tom Petty Estate and Jack White's Third Man Records, they're teaming up for a vinyl-only live release that's due out on November 29th. It's called Live in Edinburgh, 1982, the Gennaro tapes. And it's taken from a cassette recording made by Petty and the Heartbreakers and their sound engineer from their Scotland show back in 1982. So if you love Tom Petty, be on the lookout for that. In TV news, Jay Leno has his wife Mavis on a conservatorship, but he may need one as well because he's just hurting himself. You know, remember he got burned really bad. Was that last year?
Oh, yeah, from the car.
And then now he was spotted in Beverly Hills with an eye patch on and bruising on the side of his face. And turns out that Jay Leno fell down a hill by a hotel.
I fell down a hill.
And he was trying to take a shortcut to a restaurant.
Trying to go to the restaurant. I fell down a hill.
And so rather than walking down the winding path, he wiped out, hit his head on a rock, giving himself a black eye.
Oh, my gosh. What?
We got to watch out for this guy.
Take the path. When you hit a certain age, there's no more shortcuts.
Right. You got grass stains on your denim outfit.
You stay on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I got my denim on, and I take the path.
Jay Cutler and Samantha Robertson are reportedly headed to the altar. Multiple sources confirmed to People magazine that the former Chicago Bears quarterback and mother of two are engaged. So Jay Cutler was previously married to Kristen Cavallari. They have a couple of kids together. A month ago, Jay was arrested for a DUI and gun possession in Tennessee, and now he's engaged. So congratulations to Jay Cutler.
Who are these people?
Cellmate.
I know
Jay
the
Cutler's
names.
former Bears quarterback.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Cavallari was on the
On the
OC
hills.
or Hills or
Yeah,
one
she
of
was
those
from
shows.
Laguna
okay.
Beach or whatever it was.
Two really likable people.
Yeah.
No.
And this chick that he's getting married to, she was previously married to Justin Timberlake's creative director.
And she's got some giant podcasts or something, right?
Now by
Samantha
podcast, you
Robertson.
mean
Podcast. Yeah.
good.
Not
Couple
Gazunga.
gi-
No,
I
couple-
thought you
couple
had
giant
a big
podcasts.
podcast
Is
down
that
there.
what we're calling them now?
Maybe
Yeah, we're
I'm
calling
wrong.
them podcasts. Moving into movie news.
Look at the podcast on that guy.
One of the most anticipated movies of the year comes out this weekend, and Variety reports that Wicked is expected to earn $100 to $110 million in the North American box offices.
What was the budget?
Let's see. The budget for Wicked is...
I'll look it up.
A lot.
It's a lot because they've been
145
talking
mil.
about it.
How much?
Oh, that's the first one. Never mind. The second one, 165 mil.
145 million
What do you mean the second one? This is the
is the
second
budget. No, this is the first. This is
This
the
is
first
part
one.
2.
What? No, this is the first one.
Oh, okay.
145 million.
So
Okay,
it's
and they're
supposed to make
expected
100
to-
mil
Yeah.
first weekend? Man,
I'm sure they
the
will.
hype machine is out for this thing.
All of our girls are going on Friday. They got tickets. They're all excited.
What did you read, Moon? You said you saw some reviews. This
I
morning.
read an independent review from somebody that said, and by the way, they were talking about the books. I guess the book came out in '95. I didn't realize it was that old, the storyline. And they said that 3 things. One, that the plot was actually underwhelming, that it did not, the movie did not deliver the moments that it thought it would. They gave it a 4 out of 10, and they said that the 2 stars did not bring a very captivating energy.
The Rotten Tomatoes already 92%
Really?
with 130 critics.
And if you're
reviewing.
excited for this, there is a part 2. It's already done film.
Oh
They
my gosh,
said,
really?
yeah, this particular reviewer said it was good, but it wasn't what it should, and it didn't live up to the actual storyline.
I think Gladiator 2 is going to pull in a lot more than Wicked this weekend.
Gladiator 2's 75% on the tomatoes.
Oh, really?
Wicked 92%, Gladiator 75%.
Hey, Wicked's it says here that it was estimated that it was 145 million for the budget for making, but don't forget the promotion that's going into this is a few hundred million, or I mean a few dozen million. It said Wicked's box office needs to make around 290 million to be a success.
It will.
Okay.
It will. This thing, the hype machine is running full at 100%, full power.
It is. The first trailer for the official Minecraft movie has arrived. Jason Momoa and Jack Black star in the first ever big screen live action adaptation of the best-selling video game of all time. The cast also includes Wednesday's M.M. Myers, Oscar nominee Daniel Brooks, Just Mercy, Sebastian Eugene Hansen, all sorts of other people. And it follows 4 unlikely adventurers pulling through a portal into another dimension known as the Overworld. And their mission is to protect the bizarre Wonderland from the evil guy.
Boy, remember the teaser came out and people were giving it crap?
Yeah.
I haven't watched the trailer yet, but this will fail.
You think?
Yes.
What's going to fail?
The Minecraft, the movie.
The Minecraft movie. Well, hopefully the
This will
Minecraft
fail.
movie, if it fails, it won't screw up the theme park that's on the way, because Minecraft theme parks are going to be a real thing. The people that have gone in to create Legoland are going to be creating Minecraft theme parks.
Chris says they're really downplaying the fact that Wicked is a 2.5-hour part 1.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a part 2.
Yeah, in this
It's
thing,
2.5 hours.
the reason that they have not mentioned the Wicked 2 theatrical release is because it is all based on the success of this one.
Oh, so part 2 may not even come out.
Right. It's like remember how Horizon was like, we're going to put a
Yellowstone.
movie.
Or not Horizon.
Yeah, Horizon.
Oh yeah,
Kevin Costner's movie. They're like, oh, it's going to come out in July, and part 2 is come out in September. And the first one went so poorly in theaters. They're like, hang on.
Has the part 2 even come out yet?
I haven't heard a word about it, dude. Not a word.
After making $450 million at the box office, Beetlejuice is going to be making its premiere on Max on December 6th.
If you haven't seen it, loved it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Loved it.
So December 6th is when it'll be streaming. And if you don't have Max, you can watch the first Beetlejuice for free on Tubi because it's so good. And finally, we're going to play a little game right now. So I need you guys to keep scores for yourselves.
Okay.
So there was a list on theringer.com about movies that make guys cry. And so there's a list of 20, and we're going to go through each one of them, and you guys just be honest. Did this movie make you cry as a man?
Okay.
I want to
Is
see.
Rudy, is Rudy on this list? 'Cause
Don't
yes.
try to guess. Here we go. Number 1, Furious 7 from 2015. This is the one where Paul Walker he was dead by the time they made this, and so they said goodbye to him in that movie.
Didn't see it.
Okay?
Yeah, this is it.
Armageddon.
Has anybody else see Furious 7?
I probably have.
I haven't seen
Did
the
I
movie.
cry for Armageddon?
Yeah.
No.
No
Okay.
nukes. No nukes.
Interstellar.
You know,
Again, these are movies that are on a list of
I'll be honest with you. I got the feels. I got
Okay.
a little.
I can see how that will probably happen to me in the future. It hasn't happened yet, but that's a special one for me, and I would say,
When Matthew McConaughey is crying,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
watching watching the daughter.
yeah, you catch me at the right moment, that could break me.
I got a little tingle.
Got a little tingle. All right.
Did not.
Click from 2006.
No, but I understand how that can. That was pretty masterfully done as far as like a goofy comedy. That
That's
one,
Adam Sandler, right?
that moment.
Christopher Walken and Adam Sandler.
Yeah, do you don't remember the
I haven't
scene in the
watched it.
parking lot when it's raining? He's on the floor, and it's just before he flips off the camera, which is funny. It's a nice release, but like, there is a moment there where it's pretty real.
Okay. Good Will Hunting.
No.
Braveheart.
I should have, but no.
Yeah,
No, but-
I wouldn't say full on cry, but I was.
Yeah, I was too young to be crying at movies.
Shawshank Redemption.
Again, I'm going to watch that in 20 years, and I will put money on the fact that will probably hit me.
Okay.
The Brooks scenes and the end of that'll get me.
All right. The Green Mile.
No. But I understand
That's
why.
a tough one.
Frequency.
Green Mile, Rafe?
I don't think the Green Mile got me.
I think it got me.
Frequency is so-so.
It might have.
What's frequency?
I don't know.
That's
In this
what Dennis
Quaid, where he's
Quaid-
talking to his dad in the future.
Yeah,
not in the
Garth
past.
Brooks has a song
Interstellar
on it.
before Interstellar
It's pretty good.
was the thing.
There's
Kinda.
only one that has actually done this to me, and it was like a tear, but I remember being horrified that I was crying.
Benji 2, The Hunted,
Yeah.
right?
How did you know that? No, it was the one with the orangutan.
Benji.
Duncan.
Duncan checks in.
Yeah. No, just kidding. But I'm waiting for it because it has to be on this list. It's always, if it's a man crying thing, it's always a dad movie.
What about this one? Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
What part? Oh,
Dude, the thumbs, bro.
Yeah, that is pretty sad.
What about your foster parents are dead?
Wolfie.
What about Boys in the Hood?
No.
No. Field of Dreams.
No, but I can see it. Again,
but
dad.
Again, in the
Mark it
future.
down.
Again,
In the
dad,
future, it may.
dad stuff.
May get it.
Saving Private Ryan.
Ooh, no, but that's a good one.
But yeah,
That might get me in the future.
E.T.
No.
No.
I Am Legend with the dog.
No.
My children were so angry with me.
I didn't love that movie, I'll be honest with you.
We watched that, and at the end, my daughters, they would go, "Why did you show us that movie?
It's
That was
terrible.
the worst movie we've ever seen." It was all because of the dog thing.
Yep.
They were so bummed at me for showing them that film.
Logan.
Never seen it.
Yeah, that was good. That was good, man. That's
Wait,
good.
is that the one where he's in the?
Wolverine?
Yeah, that one got me.
Okay, I saw that. That was all right.
That got me.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
That got me.
You cried at Logan?
Oh, dude, there's a scene in there at the end.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good movie, but I wasn't crying.
The Iron Claw.
I need to see that.
That's a really good one.
Is that
That's
the
the
Came
Castle
out
Wrestling
last
one.
year.
It's a sad ass movie, but I did not
super
cry.
sad. That's the wrestling.
It's almost like a
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the family.
was Zac Efron.
different type of sadness.
Okay.
That is an incredible movie. You
I
should
need
see
to
it.
see that.
Rudy.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Number one.
Not yet.
Gladiator.
No.
No.
And Big Fish.
Yep,
Oh,
Big
yeah,
Fish.
Big Fish
Hand
is
is
the
raised. That's mine.
All right. So how many
had
out
to
of
watch it
20
a
did you
second
guys
time.
cry
I
at?
lost track.
It's okay.
4.
4. All right.
Armageddon, Field of Dreams, Logan, and Big Fish.
Yeah,
Scott?
Big
I'm going to
Fish
say
got me.
Big Fish is the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Fish is the one for me. Just one. But
Nice.
there's probably 5 future ones.
Cool.
Oh, man, Rudy. Woo!
Got choked.
God.
And that is your crap on celebrities.
Wait, did you cry when old boy was doing the clap? That
When he
weird
got on
slow
the game
clap
and
thing.
Ned Beatty was fondly proud of his son.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
He's standing in the tunnel and he's the janitor guy.
Yeah.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Michael Clifford from 5 Seconds to Summer. 5 Seconds to Summer is 29. Future is 41. Andrea Riseborough. That is Mandy in the Nicolas Cage movie Mandy. It's also Tom Cruise lover in Oblivion. You might know her in Michael Keaton's Birdman as the girlfriend. She's 43. Dierks Bentley is 49. Joel McHale is 53. Mike D from the Beastie Boys is 59. Ming Na, that's Fennec Shand in The Mandalorian. Also the voice of Disney's Mulan. Dr. Shen on ER. Melinda in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's 61. Sean Young. You guys know who Sean Young is?
Yeah, oh, yeah. She's from Ace Ventura.
That's Finkel. That's Einhorn. That's Einhorn. That's
is
Finkel. Finkel and Einhorn. Finkel and Einhorn. Also, the android that Harrison Ford falls for in Blade Runner. Sean Young is 65. Bo Derek, 2 first names. The 80s goddess is 68. Joe Walsh is 77. President Joe Biden is 82. Norman Greenbaum is
Spirit in the
82.
Sky. I
And
thought
Dick
he's
Smothers. You'll never know his group, but it was the Smothers brothers.
Oh, yes.
Dick Smothers is 86 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Raven Sky. And today's birthday girl's been in 82 fine films, including Ass Almighty 1, Babysitting Sisters 1, Big Ass Boot Camp, Black Bubble Butt Hunt 4, Gin and Juicy Asses 1.
Jeez.
She Got Pimped 4, and who could forget a role in 2010's Little in the Middle, Fat in the Back.
Little in the middle and she fat on back. Nice.
Raven Sky is 37 years old. It's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. Yes, Rafe?
I want to add an addendum and see if you guys cried during these movies.
Okay.
Backdraft.
I haven't seen it recently.
Oh, man, it's been a while. That's one of the Baldwins in that, huh?
Yeah.
Daniel Baldwin.
Well, yeah, when the firefighters go in.
Yeah, I was too young, but I could see how that could get me now.
Man on Fire with Denzel Washington.
Didn't see it.
That was good.
Jojo Rabbit.
Never saw it.
That movie freaking rules.
Never saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
was
need
a
to see
good
that.
one.
I need
Dude,
to see
that kid
Yeah,
puts
you
on
wanna
one of the
lo-
greatest performances
you
of
wanna
the
lose,
decade.
You want to lose some hydration.
That's Scarlett
Watch that
Johansson
movie.
in that.
You talking
right?
about the feet? The feet shot?
I don't want to say, but yeah.
Spectacular. That movie is amazing. You got to see that.
I got to see it. That's on the list.
What about the
Taika
movie
Waititi.
Coco?
Oh, Oh.
Any Toy Story 3, dude, when they're in the incinerator and they're all holding hands.
Dude, watch the movie Soul.
Soul,
I know.
that's the one with the dad, right? My son made me
God.
watch that, and I was like, what are you trying to tell me, man?
Old Yeller, where the red fern grows.
Yeah.
You get into any of the dog movies, I'm a
Right at the book.
I'm a pile of trash.
Marley and Me.
Just name a dog movie where the dog dies, and I'm done.
Dude, there was a
I
Marley
Am
and
Legend
Me.
might be the one that I was able to hold it together during.
There was a Marley and Me scene that we were all watching on the bus, and multiple band members crying.
Wimps.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it
Cujo
is.
always gets me.
What?
Not that one. No.
Nope.
No.
Oh.
No.
Nobody cares about when that dog dies.
No.
$1 Million Baby.
Yes. That's
That was a
that's
tough one.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
That was a good. Yeah. At the end. Hey, listen, I got emotions.
You're an empath.
I cried at
I'm
the
an
end of
emotional
Bo is
man.
Afraid, but for a different reason.
Listen, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Let's play Rizz Show Password. It's been a couple weeks since we've played this. Okay, so we've got tickets to go see Linkin Park. Linkin Park, Saturday night, August 23rd at the Enterprise Center. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at noon. We got tickets to go see Post Malone with Jelly Roll, May 13th at Busch Stadium. Tickets for that show go on sale next Tuesday at noon. We got tickets to go see Stabbing Westward, a Point Ho-Ho show next Sunday, December 1st at Del Mar. And we got tickets to go see Matt Rife, just announced September 14th at Enterprise. Tickets go on sale Friday at noon. So password, we'll get two people on the phone. You guys on the phone will pick Rizz Show teammates. Rafe will administer the password. We have to give one-word clues to help you figure out what the password is. We'll play best of three. We do best of three?
Correct.
Okay. If you win, you get your choice of tickets. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Rizz Show password is next. And then I believe we'll play an Offspring song. You have a chance to win $1,000. We'll talk to Chris Kerber in about a half hour. Also, don't forget, you're listening for the Offspring today. If you hear an Offspring song from now until midnight, make sure you pick up that Point mobile app. Tap Rafe's face. You have a chance to win $1,000 and a chance to co-host the show for one morning with us next month. All right, let's give away some stuff. And we are playing Rizz Show Password. Okay. You have our play sheets, Learn?
Yeah, I thought I put it, give you two, no?
Oh, I got nothing. I got nothing. All right, thank you.
Short little arms. We can't,
have tiny
we
arms.
can't reach across the
Learn and I
table to
both
each
have
other.
T-Rex arms.
We do.
All right, so we'll get two people on the phone. You guys on the phone pick teammates. Rafe will administer the password. Your teammates will, with one-word clues, get you to try to guess what the password is. And what are the other rules, Rafe?
If you hear me say form of, that means you're close. I.e., if the word was pharmacist and you said pharmacy, I would say form of. You get a second chance to guess. That means the word's in there somewhere. If I say you say pharmacist and I say form of and you say cupcake, you're an idiot.
Yes.
So just be paying attention to all the clues. Pay attention to the clues that come before, and you can really do well at this game.
Okay. Let's get into it. Hello, Melissa.
Happy birthday, Rizz.
All right, Melissa. Happy birthday to you, too, whenever that is. When is your birthday, Melissa?
It is September
Happy
16th,
birthday.
and I have a Staffy Pity and a Pity, and they are the best dogs in the entire world.
Do you bring them to the grocery store?
No, I don't. The one is
Thank you.
8 months old, and the other one's 14.
Well, thanks for not bringing them to the grocery store. Appreciate it. All right, pick a teammate.
Can I pick Moon?
Yes.
All right, Melissa and Moon. And let's go to Dylan. Hello, Dylan.
Melissa, you're the energy this country needs right now, by the way.
Yeah.
Hi, Dylan.
Hi,
All right, pick a teammate.
go King Scott.
Okay. Scott, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Dylan and...
Oh, boy.
Do you guys want to see these or not see them? I feel like last time you tried not seeing them to see how you do.
Yes, I don't want to see
Okay,
it.
yeah, we
I
wanna
don't.
see
I'm
it.
going to play along, too.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Moon and Scott,
I was
look,
selected
learn.
first. Oh.
Oh.
Coming at you, bud.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Moon was selected first, so you will go first by proxy. After that, winner chooses to play or pass. So, first word, first clue, Moon Valjean and Melissa.
Oh, man. Okay, Melissa, the first word is potato.
Potato, P-O-T-A-T-O, or
Chip?
O-E.
She said chips.
No,
Chip?
Not
No.
correct.
that's okay.
What is going on in your house, Melissa?
I know. It sounds like
She is at a bird sanctuary.
Yeah.
No. It's alarms when people leave the house and they come back because we live on a 10-acre land. So
Oh, God. Tell people to just chill out.
Stay outside for a
Stay
minute.
inside or stay inside, whatever.
It literally sounds like you have 20 canaries on your shoulder.
Oh,
right
my
now.
God.
All right, bear down. We got to focus.
All right, King
Dylan and
Scott.
soup.
Second clue is soup.
Vegetable.
No.
Thick.
Thick.
did you say thick?
Yes, Thick. Thick.
Thick.
Or 2 C's if you want to be sexy.
Steak? French or fry? Fry?
Yeah. Is it this?
No, but close.
All right, King Scott, fourth clue.
Is it this?
Chili.
Chili. C-H-I-L-I.
Yeah.
Chili.
Dinner.
Dinner is the guess.
No.
This will be the fifth clue. If the guess is incorrect, I will repeat the clues. Moon Valjean, please give the
Lerner and
fifth.
I both guessed it.
Yes.
Already. We got it already.
We win.
We could tell.
How?
You know,
The level of smugness changed.
okay.
The way you're treating the contestants changed after
Okay,
you got it.
Melissa, the next clue is ladle.
Ladle.
Dumpling?
Incorrect. And I will now read the clues before King Scott gives the sixth clue. So far, the
Where did you
words,
get dumpling out of that,
Stop.
Melissa?
We're just waiting.
the clues have been potato, soup, thick, chili, ladle.
Okay. We could try a different approach. Agitated.
Don't say other words.
He said agitated.
Agitated, which Moon is now agitated.
I don't know. Pot.
Pot.
Dylan has given up. And Melissa is now coming to you.
Stew!
Yeah.
It's stew.
Didn't even need the clue.
Stew is the word.
God.
All right.
Good job, Melissa.
I was thinking over the clues and I put it all together.
There you go. That's how the game works.
That's how the game
That's how the
works.
game works.
Dylan.
Let's remember. Let's remember the clues
He gave up.
before
Come on,
they have to
Dylan.
be repeated. We got this. Here we go.
All right. New word. Close your eyes if you are not the two
Oh my
players.
goodness.
Okay.
Okay, the word has been administered.
I won.
Melissa won, so Moon, would you like to play or pass?
So we're gonna go ahead and defer. Pass.
Pass. King Scott, please give the first clue of the second word.
Soap.
Soap.
Shower.
No. King Moon Valjean.
Let's see. Apply.
Apply.
Lotion?
No, but very upbeat guess.
Melissa's so excited.
Man, Melissa's
So excited.
yeah, she's excited. I think. What do you grow on those 10 acres? Out of curiosity.
Nothing.
Okay.
All right,
All
Scott.
right, back to you, King.
I'm going to go foam.
Foam. F-O-A-M.
Clean.
Clean.
No.
Give me a no or yes.
I will. I'm sorry.
okay, let's
I forgot
see.
you don't have the word.
Is it this, Moon?
No, but
Okay.
Back to Melissa.
Yeah. Oh, man. Application.
Application.
Soap. By
Yeah.
washcloth.
No.
Washcloth.
I like how you're working it out. All right, this will be the 5th clue by King Scott. If it is not guessed, I will say the clues before Moon gives the 6th guess. So, Scott, make it a good one.
Suds.
Good clue. Suds. Dylan. Suds.
Shampoo.
Oh, all right, I will repeat the clues. Soap, apply, foam, application, suds.
All right, my next clue is frothy.
Frothy.
Bubble.
No.
Bubble? No.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Rub.
Rub.
Lather.
RUB.
He said lather.
Lather is correct.
Lather's the word. Lather.
My man.
Wonder why.
Lather.
Wow.
Now,
Lather is the word.
That was tough.
That was a tough one.
Tough word.
That was the backbreaker of the day.
I feel like foam and apply
we're good. There are a lot of good
kind of
clues.
X'd it over.
Great clues.
You guys stayed
it
in
was
the
tough.
lane.
Thank
I
you.
think that helps
Clues.
too.
I guessed bubbles first, then bubble bath.
It goes off the rails when somebody overshoots and is like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, curveballs.
Yeah, it's good. Good
Curveball.
clues, guys.
Good
All right,
clues.
final
word.
round.
Here it comes.
Final word.
Close your eyes if you're not playing. Boys, the word has been administered. This is the final word for Melissa and Dylan. King Scott, you did win, so you have the chance to play or pass.
Let's see here. I'm going to play.
All right, he's going to play. First word coming at you, Dylan.
Gamble.
Gamble.
Bet.
Bet.
No. Should be a dunk.
Harrah's.
Casino.
Show me.
That is
Yes. So you
That was a
didn't-
risk to go first, but I thought.
Melissa,
Building.
what do
would have
you
probably done
want?
it too.
I'm going to take my sister-in-law to Post Malone, and she is going to just die.
Post Malone and Jelly Roll at Busch Stadium. Melissa is going. Hang on 1 second, Melissa.
Congrats, Melissa.
Good games.
Nice work.
Hard not to
Good-
root for her.
Good games.
Yeah.
Great game.
Good game,
Let's do
fellas.
another round. Learn and I are playing this time.
I can't believe we got lathered.
Sorry,
That was
Dylan.
so good.
You
We
ready?
won it on the fun. Yeah, let's do it.
Scott, hello.
Hello, Ted.
Hello,
Ted.
All right, Scott, do you want me or Learn as your partner?
I'm totally going with Rizz. Come on, we Scott stick together.
Scott's together. All right, Scott. Brian, you are Learn's teammate.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Hi, Brian. All right, here. Let's
Here we
go.
go. Password time.
All right.
Round 2.
Here we go. New teams.
New teams.
Let's do this. Here's your first one.
Okay. Administering the first clue. Don't look, Moon.
I'm not looking.
Coming at you.
Okay.
Scott Rizzuto, you were picked first, so you must go first, and then we will defer after.
All right. Scott, flower.
Flower.
Bud.
Okay.
All right, Brian. Yellow.
Daisy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Nice, Brian.
Oh,
Way to go,
really
pal.
Big win out of the gate. Big win.
Because my next clue was
Wow.
going to be pushing.
Well,
Damn
you
it.
didn't get that opportunity.
I was trying to build. I was
You
gonna-
had it.
gonna build up
You'd
to
have
it.
had it there.
Damn it, Learn. You screwed me on that
Well,
one.
you screwed yourself.
Hey, man, you're only down a point.
Screwed yourself.
Damn it.
You know who got you on that one? Pluto.
Take it up to
All right.
All right.
Next word.
New word.
Next word.
New word.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
You have the opportunity to play or pass. Learn. What would you like to do?
I will play.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Here we go.
Very
Brian.
brave.
Brian. Listen.
Here it comes, Brian.
Underwear.
Underwear.
Boxer.
Boxer. No. Okay. Scott. Butt.
Butt.
B-U-T-T. Butt.
B-U-T-T, butt.
I got it.
Thong.
Thong is the word. Thong is the word. Thong is the word. Yes.
Thong,
Very
thong,
good.
thong, thong.
1-1.
Next clue would have been floss. Butt floss.
Yeah. That password's so
Sexy.
dangerous.
G-string, one word?
Oh, is G-string one word?
I don't know. I would ask that.
Well, I was thinking that too.
It's hyphenated.
It's hyphenated.
Does that
I would have
count?
probably given it to you.
Hyphenated
I would have
words?
probably let you say it. I would have probably given it to you.
All right, final.
What was that guy's name?
Cisco.
Cisco. Yeah.
And Drew Hill.
Thong, 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 thong. Okay.
Who's that dress so dangerous? All right, Scott Rizzuto, you
Okay,
can play
I
or
will
pass.
play.
Play.
I will play.
Here we go.
This
Two
is
Scots.
This is a very big gamble here.
Maybe.
Scott, spa.
Spa. That's
Massage.
Brian, hot.
Sauna.
Scott, tub.
Bath.
All right, hang on. Let me get myself together here.
Get it together. You got this. This could be it.
All right.
It better be it.
This should be the
All
dunk.
right, everybody shush.
Okay.
Okay, Brian,
Learn.
listen. Soak.
Soak.
Jacuzzi.
Yes, you got to add them together.
Yes.
Spa.
Scott, that was on
Hot.
you, buddy.
I love
Come
you,
on.
Brian.
That was on you.
Good job, Brian, and learn.
Brian, what do you want?
Let's go with the Matt Rife.
Matt Rife, September
All right, Billy
14th
Idol.
over at Enterprise Center. You will go on, my friend. All right. Hang on. I feel like we should end it here. Like we did good.
We did good.
Like it was.
I got
Like
another
you don't want
batch
to kill
ready.
anyone yet. That's good.
I mean, I got another batch ready if you want to go.
Like it was good. Like we're good.
Two good games.
Two good games. I
No
think we
one
should-
lost their temper.
I think we're good.
No one's raged
I
out.
think we're good.
All right.
And we got an Offspring song here. So
Kids are all right, you know.
everybody, if you have that Point Mobile app, open it up right now. You'll see Rafe's whatever face
Head.
right there on the home screen. Tap his face, win $1,000, and your chance to co-host the show. So, Moon, we got another Christmas song to play from the Misfit Machine.
Yeah, we have a few. So the EP came out today. It's available everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, The Misfit Machine. Just look up Punk Rock Christmas Volume 1 or The Misfit Machine. It is it's everywhere. We debuted Mr. Holiday last week, put the video for that up on Friday. And then this Friday, our video for Angels We Have Heard on High is coming out on the Misfit Machine YouTube. And I believe you have it in the system if you want to play it later.
Yeah, I'll play it before we get out of here.
Sweet, but it is on the new EP, Punk Rock Christmas Volume 1 from the Misfit Machine. I think you will love this Christmas record. It's so fun.
Another Christmas song coming before the end of the show from Moon and the Misfit Machine. But first, we got to get to Chris Kerber. Hey, good morning, Chris Kerber.
Morning, guys. This is great. My daughter, who's leaving for school, just looked at me and said, "Hey, I'm about to leave for school. Go to the other side of the house. Your phone doesn't connect to the car." When I started.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, last week. Yeah, last week a bit of an issue, but we're all good. Chris on the other side of the Kerber compound. Hey,
Yep.
last Friday night, did you get yourself all wrapped up in this Mike Tyson Jake Paul thing?
I did not. Dude, we were on the road, and we were in Boston, actually. And, players are coming back. People we were traveling with, they're like, yeah, I'm going to watch it. And I guess it didn't start till midnight or something in the end. I had, I had less than zero interest in this thing to watch a young guy battle Mike Tyson at the age of 59 and to think that it actually means anything.
So less than zero. Not even for the cultural, hey, this is going on, curiosity. Nothing like that, Chris?
No. No, I figured in the end somebody was going to tell me, somebody was going to tell me what the results were, and I'm going to be like, okay, and it impacted my life in zero ways.
Well, listen, I bought into the hype, Chris. I honestly, and I'm
Okay,
more disappointed in myself than anything else because
Did you watch it?
I did. I had a couple friends over too, and it was a thing. And and I was very, very disappointed. Again, not in just the fight.
Why?
Because in my head, Chris, I wanted to go back to the 1980s and early 90s when my cousins would get together, my dad and uncles, and a Mike Tyson fight was a big deal.
Huge deal. And the amazing thing about what this past thing was, right, is, look, I think for our generation of people, you do have to understand the impact of social media. Like, people get things. We had to watch things on TV. We only had 3 or 4 channels for a little while there and all that other stuff. Kids are talking about people now that you've never heard of, and because of social media and YouTube. I mean, shoot, my dad sits around. My dad watches these farm channels. He watches these. He's 81 years old, and he watches guys take care of cows live on a YouTube channel. Like, it's what things are out there is so big. But the fact that they could put look, they didn't make this kind of money because it's Jake Paul. They made that kind of money because it's Mike Tyson. And it's still amazing how much you move the needle. But my guess is you watched that to watch Mike Tyson absolutely destroy Jake Paul. There was one reason, and there was no chance that was ever going to happen.
And the Wednesday before the fight, so last Wednesday, a week ago today, I was driving my son and his buddies to hockey practice, and I said, "Hey, fellas, who do you think's going to win the fight?" And they all 3 of them said Jake Paul. Jake Paul's going to kill him. It's not even close, and it became like a generational, like, the old guys versus the young guys, and I was into it, and I wanted it to be a good fight, and it wasn't. Not just a good fight. It was boring as hell. But then Netflix blew it by not having the capacity to handle that many people. There was the buffering, there was the freezing, there was blank screens. It was awful, and I was mad, Chris. I was mad.
Listen, I'll still say here's the one thing I did like. I mean, again, the only reason I know as much as this stuff on it is because everybody around was talking about it, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that it was on Netflix, you didn't have to pay more if you were already a subscriber.
Sure.
They found a way to do it, so it's not like everybody had to pay $49.99 on HBO to see a fight. But
how many people did sign up?
I was trying to think of what.
How many people did sign up for Netflix? How many people did sign up for Netflix just for the fight? I'm sure there were more than.
I'm sure there's plenty.
Well, now there's something being done about it. There's a class action lawsuit. A guy from Florida, Ronald Blue Denton, has filed a class action lawsuit calling Netflix's failure, quote, legendary. And he's suing for breach of contract and other offenses, seeking unspecified damages. And I think I'm getting in on this.
It was pretty catastrophic.
Okay.
I mean, can you imagine if you had signed up just for that and then that was what they delivered? The product was not acceptable. It was not an acceptable product, period.
No, it wasn't.
Not for a sanctioned fight.
No, and hype machine that was overhyped or whatever. I mean, honestly, I think the tragedy in all this is that we could have had something cool. And I think what we saw was a salvage mission, and it will come out. It's going to be a minute, but it's going to come out whatever the heck happened to Tyson in the summer. He made mention in that post-fight interview that he lost like half of his blood. He had,
Almost died.
8 blood transfusions, almost died. Yet we still don't know what happened. What was it? And had this fight happened prior to whatever that health issue was, would we have seen a different dude? I feel like it. And I feel like this was oh my God, this guy almost died. Then he had to train to get back in just a shape in a couple months.
Well, and you know what?
Just to salvage this
How
thing.
about this, Chris? I'll be honest with you. Here's how much of a sucker I am. I threw some money down. Okay? I put some money down on the fight. I did.
That's why they're not telling you what happened.
Okay?
That's why they're not telling you what
That's
happened.
exactly right.
Okay.
How much? Well, don't say how much, but you bet on Mike to win?
I'll just say that one of the kids will now be only going to community college. Give me an option.
Listen, but here's the thing. Guys, you're not going to get this kind of hype. Yes, it was a sanctioned fight. You're not going to get this kind of hype, for the next heavyweight championship bout, and I have no idea who's even in that discussion, right?
Right.
So and this was not a heavyweight championship bout. Okay, this was an exhibition. This truly was an exhibition
that you could bet on.
I mean, this was Roy Hobbs getting off the train, trying to strike out the Bambino 3 times, right, in the natural. I mean, this is an exhibition that you could bet on, and so there was no way this thing was ending early. Not a chance.
No.
It was brilliant.
It was staged in that way. Oh, listen, from a marketing standpoint, from a gimmick would not be the right way, but from a promotional standpoint, from a theater standpoint, from an aspect of getting Mike Tyson back in the ring and knowing his popularity and playing off of that, everything about this you could study in a marketing class in college was fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant for everybody except for Netflix.
But the fight itself, if you expected that to be more than that, I don't know.
Again, I'm more disappointed in myself for buying into it. But
I think you bought into something that was reasonable prior to that, whatever the heck and whatever the freaking health thing was.
If like, let's say, Chris, a hockey player does not disclose an injury.
Yes.
You know, that's
which they don't.
They're very vague about it. But in football, you need to disclose injuries, right? In football, a certain point before kickoff,
and that's a direct result of all the betting and why. That's why all this legalized sports betting has become such a thing.
Right.
And I'm still curious how this is going to impact the National Hockey League at some point in time. Gary Bettman and the PA both seem to think it won't. But right now, just saying he's out with an upper body, lower body injury, right? But when you have people betting on it, you know, I mean, the NFL has fines if you erroneously put something on there.
You can bet on hockey,
Oh yeah.
Wow, that is crazy that's allowed in this whole.
Oh, if I go on to Underdog,
somewhere on his body injury.
If I could go on Underdog right now and look up, I don't know who's playing tonight, but I could, let's say Ovechkin's playing. Will Ovechkin have?
Well, he got hurt, but yeah.
What kind of
injury?
An answer. I'm just throwing out an example.
Gotcha.
Will Ovechkin have higher or lower than 7 shots on goal?
Oh, wow.
I could.
And he just came back from a upper body injury, which you don't know if that's a wrist thing or if that's a neck thing.
Should it have been disclosed that Tyson
exactly
almost
right.
died in June? Maybe I wouldn't have put that much money down on Tyson.
Even if it was, that fight wasn't going to be any different.
I disagree.
I agree with Ray completely.
Dude, it is the ultimate. It's professional wrestling. Jake Paul is the heel. He acts like a jackass. Everyone wants to see him get his head knocked off. So as long as he keeps scheduling fights and he keeps barely winning and beating all these old champions, when Conor McGregor fights him, he's going to make another $30 million. It'll be another 6-round draw or some BS
Is
like
it
that.
True that Tyson was contractually not allowed to uppercut him?
I heard that, and then I don't know. I heard a lot of things. I never saw anything for real. I only heard the random.
Well, guys, there's all these memes going on now, and all the like, look at the way Tyson was training, and then here's the similar thing where he didn't counter, and look, all that analysis is going on. I agree 1,000% with what Rafe just said. This fight was how this fight was going to go down. Now, maybe a decision goes something different, but this was going 8 rounds. If you're Netflix, right, and you're basically offering this thing up, and there's $60 million already being paid out to the fighters. You think this thing in an exhibition with a 24-year-old against a 58-year-old is gonna end in the 12 seconds like Mike Tyson used to chew people up? Zero chance.
No. Well, here's what I want to see. I want to see a fight just only uppercuts. You're only allowed to uppercut.
He was going to be walking around like this with their elbows closed.
You want to see chicklets. Listen, guys, even during the heyday of Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield and George Foreman doing what he was doing, I was always very much aware of what was going on because boxing, and especially because and people have to keep in mind when boxing was really in its heyday in there, that Tyson stuff was the first real wave of pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
And they realized how much money could be made on that because prior to that, it had to be on ABC's Wide World of Sports. You saw it in the Olympics.
Remember those old pay-per-views? You'd have Don King standing in the background with his high hair, with the two American flags. Those were the days.
Oh, listen, I got a cool Don King story for you here. So he came into town Oh, man. Zeb Judah was fighting at Enterprise Center. You had,
I had him on the air.
Corey Spinks.
I had him on the
Okay, you had him on there all those years ago?
Yeah.
So we're talking like 15, almost 20 years ago, I guess?
It was. I was here.
Yeah, he comes in, and at that point in time, the three sports teams in town, the Blues, the Rams, and the Cardinals, all rotated a year where they kind of hosted and thus emceed this real big fundraising dinner for MS. And this was the year that it was the Blues' turn to host. So there's 800-900 people in a ballroom at the Renaissance Hotel downtown. And we're supposed to, one of the auction items that we're auctioning off, and it's myself and Kelly Chase doing the auction, is a limousine ride to Enterprise Center. At the time, what were we, Savas Center or something like that? It was a limousine ride, ringside seats, all this other stuff that goes to it. And to kind of get it hyped up, and to help us get it hyped up, we're bringing up Don King. So Don King comes up, and he goes on a 30-minute, and I'm not kidding you, it was long. I got the president of the team, Mark Sauer, sitting in the front row looking at me, giving a signal, cut him off. I go, how the hell do you cut off Don King? Right? So we get it. We finally get the mic. We auction the thing off. Somebody in the back of the room pays $10,000 for it. No joke. We're like, sold. We get the thing done. The guy in the back yells, I'm just going to donate the money, auction it off again to make more money. And Don King came right back up top, started going again. I thought I was going to get fired by the team president. He was so mad. But how the hell do you can't just say thank you, Don, for your time at that point. You got to kind of let him go, right?
No, he came in. I remember I think I was doing middays at the time, and he came in with the American flags and the whole he did the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
It was the whole thing. All right, Kerber. Blues lost last night 4-2. I mean, what else is there to say?
Killing it.
6 losses in past 7 games.
Yeah, look, they're underperforming to what their expectations of themselves are. You're seeing a couple of things here. Number one, you got Robert Thomas back in the lineup. And make no mistake about this, I'm not making excuses for the performances right now. This is just reality of what's going on. Robert Thomas got back in the lineup. That was fantastic because did you see just a difference in speed, skill? When you get your number one centerman back, it's clearly impactful. When you look back at last night's game and you get past the emotion of a singular game, I think you're really seeing the difference right now in still having 2 of your top 4 defensemen out in Nick Leddy and in Philip Broberg. Okay, that's just Joseph. Too much. You're asking. And Joseph, I mean, you're asking Perunovic and Schuneman to play top 4 level hockey, and that's not who they are, right? And even Theo Joseph when he got hurt. I mean, these guys that are playing in that now are guys that you slated to be your 5th or 6th defenseman or your depth guy, and now you're relying on them for 17, 18 minutes a game. There's a challenge there. Bennington wasn't as sharp last night as he normally could be. That was part of the issue last night, but you're just seeing the difference in a team with injuries that just isn't there yet with the depth to be able to overcome it. And that's the reality of what's going on now. And when this happens, when this kind of thing happens, you'll see mistakes, and they end up in the back of your net. And typically, it's the young guys. Well, there was a chance for Foxa to clear. There was a chance for Falk to clear. They didn't get the puck out, and twice the puck ended up in the back of the net when you didn't clear the zone. So there are just little things that and here's a transition thing for you guys real quick. You go back to last year and look at the number of games that were decided by 3 or more goals, and the Blues lost most of them. There were a lot. There's a lot less this year. The Blues are actually leading the league in 1 goal in games decided by 1 goal. Now, they've won more 1-goal games than anybody else in the league. They've also lost more 1-goal games than anybody else in the league. This is normal. And I'm telling this to the fans, it's okay. It's frustrating at times, but it's okay because you're 1 or 2 depth pieces away from those 1-goal losses becoming 1-goal wins, and then you kind of take off from there. And that's exactly what happened this last time the Blues had to do a rebuild. So they're knocking on the door, and the good news is, I know that we're in the winning business, and they're not winning a lot right now. But they're right there in these games, and it's just a matter of getting a couple right pieces in.
All right, one more little thing Aaron wants to ask on the instant feedback here. Can you ask Curbs if there's any validity to the stories of the Blues seeking to trade Binnington?
No.
That's
okay. I'm not in the room. I'm not in the room, but guys, you've got Jordan Binnington and you got Joe Hofer. You don't know if Joe Hofer can do it yet. And I'm going to tell you right now, we have look. This is the best goaltender the Blues have had since I have been here, and that's the 2000-2001 season. It's year 25. They know that on a nightly basis, this guy's giving you a chance to win. When you've got both him and Hofer, and your goaltending is taking up only like $7.5 million of your salary cap, you are in a really good spot. If the one thing that you have on a nightly basis that gives you a chance to make the playoffs and turn this thing around in a rebuild is you have the goaltending. And you look at the depth down in the minor leagues, right? You're not going to pull up Jurenko yet. Cranley is doing okay, down at a lower level, but beyond that, they don't have the goaltending ready to come up. So I guess, could somebody always be calling? Sure. I guess they could. The Blues actively seeking? Right now, I can't. No. No, I'll just squash it. I'll say no.
All right. Well, don't forget the Curbside podcast after every game. Next game is tomorrow night, Blues and San Jose here in St. Louis. What else we got, Chris? That's it?
Man, that's it. Let's have a good week. And are we doing a show next week? Are we on next Wednesday before Thanksgiving? Or are you guys off?
We're on next Wednesday.
We're on.
All right. Well, I'll say happy early Thanksgiving to anybody that misses next week's show. How about that? But then we'll do it again next week.
You got to bring green bean casserole next week.
Yeah, next week. All right, we'll talk to you next week, Chris.
Make sure that just keep the fried onions crunchy. Don't let them soak in.
Oh, don't let them soak in. It's very important. All right, the great Chris Kerber, everybody. We'll talk to you next week.
Guys, have a great week.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Dude, it's interesting. Like, you start talking about goalies and all that, and, you look up, like, who are the goalies with the most Stanley Cup wins, just to see, like, all the names that you assume would be up there with, like, multiple Stanley Cup wins. That's not how it works. The Patrick Waughs, the Grant Fuhrs, the Curtis Josephs. Heck, think of anyone from, like, our entire era.
Yeah.
Some of them have won. Maybe one of them has two.
It's hard to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when you have, like, a world-class goalie, you keep them. You don't go, they're the reason. No, you freaking hold on to them as much as you can.
All right, your emails are next. Then we'll play a new song from the Misfit Machine, another soon-to-be holiday classic. All right, let's get to some of your emails. Rizzo at 1057thepoint.com or instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app.
Emails brought to you by Claus Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. We'll start with entertainment reviews. Morning Rizz Show. You guys always talk about Max being the best bang for your buck as far as streaming services go. I've never had it, but I'm dog house sitting for a friend this weekend, and they have it. I already had to watch Chimp Crazy immediately, but I can't remember any of the other shows you guys have talked about from Max. I don't have enough time to commit to something like a big House of Dragon series, but if you can think of any other bingeable miniseries or good movies you'd recommend.
It's on Max.
Thanks for all you do.
Florida Man.
Florida Man's on Max.
Florida Man, quick, easy, 6 episodes, 20 minutes apiece, all hilarious.
You know what I've been watching, too, is Penguin. Penguin is great.
Yeah, but he said he doesn't want to get involved in a big thing.
Yeah, but it's only a few episodes in. I would say maybe 4 or 5
8.
episodes. Is it 8 already?
8,
Holy
and
smokes.
it's done. The whole season's done, so that's an 8-hour to... A couple of them are longer, so it's like a 9 to 10-hour commitment. It's good.
You got all weekend, though.
There's a Tina Turner documentary on there that's pretty good, too, if you like music, in St. Louis.
It's great stuff. And you just said that there's some in Crap on Celebrities. You said something else has happened. Beetlejuice.
That's coming to Max December 6th.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's on what. There's so much stuff, and I still can. What is it? The paradox of too many choices. Too many choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always surfing around. I can't find nothing.
Mm-hmm. It's never my immediate go-to, but it is always. Every time I go through the list and go through everything, I'm like, man, as far as dollar for dollar, this is the best bang for the buck.
I agree.
Get it. We don't have it.
I got them all, and I don't watch any of them.
Okay. Stop this. Only have a couple. Go seasonally like I do.
Yeah, but I feel like I'll be missing out.
No, you won't. You'll save money.
Yeah, but then...
You're missing out. You're not watching all of it.
I know, but something's going to come on. And I'm going to go, oh, damn it, I just got rid of Hulu.
Well, it's instantaneous. You just get it back.
All right, well, okay. I'm a psycho. Maybe that's what it is.
Okay.
You look at your phones. How many pictures do you have in your phone?
Oh, my Lord.
How many pictures?
How many pictures?
Does it tell you?
Love has one.
I have 19,978.
I have 10,375.
You have 19,000 pictures.
Almost 20,000. 19,978.
I have 9,627.
Okay. So you're the lowest so far.
Rafe, how many
Rafe?
pictures do you have?
1 million.
Where do you find the count?
It says it at
It's
the
right
top.
at the library. Top of, like, when you click.
It just says photos. 19,978 items. So that includes videos as well.
Yeah.
Where does it say it?
Right here, like up top.
Well, if you have thousands of photos that you
just
have to
not
swipe
saying that.
through to find what you need, or your phone storage is always empty, or is always full because you're reluctant to delete stuff, even unread emails. How many unread emails do you have? Rafe?
0.
I have 0.
Unread.
I think Rafe is the
Oh,
champion.
Rafe is
188,627.
kill me now. Like it just.
I have 7, and that's just from being on the show.
Scott, how many?
Oh, just
just
a few. 26,000?
26,000.
What is
okay.
wrong
Yeah,
with you
dude.
guys?
You
with
guys
these
are digital
thousands?
hoarders. There's a term for this now. It's a digital hoarder. And it's more for the pictures than anything else.
No.
But that doesn't mean like I'm a digital hoarder, and I don't have any unread. I'm a digital hoarder because I don't have any unread, so I have to get rid of the bubbles, and then I go, oh, I'm going to handle this later, and then I tuck it away and I never handle it.
It's more the pictures than anything else.
I mean, it's not that I don't handle it. It's, pictures.
It's more the pictures. So digital hoarding. And hoarding disorder is associated with obsessive compulsive disorder. It's believed to affect about 2.5% of Americans. Defined as persistent problems parting with possessions, even if they have little to no value. So digital hoarding is characterized by the excessive accumulation of digital files like emails, photos, texts, or memes. And the smartphone user may feel emotionally attached to the computer data and struggle to organize or delete it, leading to stress and anxiety.
No, I delete things when I'm done. I keep everything that's on here I've wanted to keep. So
Every picture?
yeah.
Oh, I found my photos.
Oh, how many?
I still can't find
30,000.
Oh my god.
30,000
Gosh,
pictures.
dude.
You
It's
are a
too-
digital hoarder.
It's too much of a task for me. I
It's all in the cloud, dude. I have like terabytes of store. It all goes to the cloud. Why would I? It's not on my
Because-
phone.
Well, because you're scrolling, if you have to find a picture, you need to scroll through a million things to find what you need.
You know what is going to happen when we all die? What does anybody do with the digital hoarding vault? You know, like when I die, what's my sister going to keep my phone with all my stupid photos?
Maybe.
You know? Who
Well, one
cares?
doctor says it has to do with the fear of needing this information at some point in the future and yet not having access to it and knowing where to find it. That's why you're not getting rid of anything.
Same thing. Look at my basement. I have my boxes of cables, my boxes of CDs, all that crap. I'm guilty. This hurts. I don't like this.
I'm a photo hoarder forever. I mean,
You're a digital hoarder.
I'm a digital hoarder. Yeah, but also like
But you're okay
physical
with it.
photo. Like I'll still print stuff at CVS and get crazy on some photo books.
Are you
at
okay
home.
with it? Does it bother? It bothers me.
No, I like that I have all these photos and videos. I can't tell you how often I'll go back and look at, like, you ever go back to the first photo on your phone and see what that is?
No.
Mine is from 2011. At least that's what it's my grandma. It's the last time I saw my grandma. I'm like, I'm so grateful I have that photo of her.
Yeah, and you can favorite. I favorite photos that I like or that I think I will revisit. Like you can create albums. Like you can organize it in a way that even with a lot of stuff, you now have to scroll through 30,000 photos to find a family. You can also like search for people. There's all kinds of tech out there,
It's made
bud.
it easier now to find stuff, but still,
Yeah.
it's a lot. 30,000 is a lot of pictures.
I delete duplicates. I have an app called Gemini on my phone. Like, so if we take like 5 pictures in here of the Rizz show guest, it'll pick the one.
Yeah.
I pick one and it eliminates the duplicates.
Well-
I don't have a bunch.
How many apps installed on phones do you think the average American has?
20?
80.
80.
That's wild. 80.
Oh, so that's probably counting the ones that are automatically on
Recent
your
research found the average smartphone user has around 80 apps installed on their phone, but really uses 30 a month.
How do you tell that?
phone? You just got to count them.
You
Yeah,
I
you
guess
do,
you got to
you gotta
count them.
I'm not
I mean, I have a ton, but
everything counts, right? Calendar, clock, weather, maps,
Right.
everything.
Yeah, I guess that all counts.
and
The average-
everything has an app, dude. Like,
Yeah, I can't do that. I got no time.
But you really only use 30 on average. But you have 80 on your phone.
maybe.
Well, the nice thing is that I have it where it auto deletes it if I don't use it for a while.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it auto deletes it, but then like if I need it, it's like it's the little widget is there, but then I have to click it and it just it auto
start
auto
downloading it.
downloads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It keeps the space, but it keeps my organization there because I don't have to keep re-downloading and putting it in the folder.
Let's try to declutter a little bit.
Well, you do it because here's the deal. I don't keep texts. I have the Rizz Show running text with all you guys in my favorites, and then I got like my family text groups. Those are all legit and stay. Everything else, unless there's a task at hand, deleted.
Really? Wow,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
wild.
That's good on you.
I do this with my emails too.
I have evidence on all of you from day one.
I'm afraid I'm going to need it. I'm going to need.
terrifying.
I'm afraid I'm going to need a text message at some point from somebody.
What's happening here? There's a lunchbox in the room.
Oh, Scott's having an episode again. He thinks he's at school.
Oh, Lions
Hey,
choice.
bud, it's
Lunchbox
not
in.
lunchtime.
Oh my
Moon's-
God.
Lion's
Are
Choice
these
brought food in?
fries?
Moon's not your son. You got to stop bringing him lunches. You guys
What
are
do we
just
got?
cousins.
Okay,
What
so
did Lion's Choice bring in?
so here's the. They have a new sandwich called the Triple Dare, and they've been talking about it. It is, you know how they made the remix sandwich with the Texas toast?
Yeah.
So that was such a success. They've added that to their menu. And then that butcher block sandwich that they did a few years ago, now they're doing anything called the Triple Dare, which is a stack of roast beef, ham, and turkey, Swiss cheese, honey horseradish sauce served on Texas toast. Get you one right here. They dropped
always say
some
that.
off.
Oh, thank you, Lion's Choice.
He's moaning over there.
You want one?
Orgasmic moans and applause.
Oh, it's cutting.
Learn.
It's cut.
No, I'm good.
Oh,
Thank you
no,
very much.
It's cut corner to corner too.
Oh, yeah, they do it right.
Oh, here we
it's-
go.
It's incredible.
Misophonia on the Rizz Show, right?
you go, buddy.
Rizophonia.
Oh, Lord.
What?
I'm not
Is it-
eating on mic.
Oh, you aren't? No, my darling. You can have two.
Yeah, dude, these are
Smelling on
these are so
mics.
good. Plus, they got those trash fries. I said no fries because fries.
Oh, they don't travel.
Yeah, they don't travel. But they got trash fries with all sorts of
Oh, thank you, Lion's Choice.
Can we?
cheese, seasoning, and sauces.
I love these little bags that they bring them in. This is my
Dude,
lunch bag every
Lion's
day.
Choice knows how to do a delivery too because they always send these packets of the seasoning,
Yeah.
which are perfect size for your fries and all the sauces. I appreciate
They
you,
do it
Lion's
right.
Choice. Thank you.
Mother God.
I've been thanking you since 1981.
Yeah.
I love you, Lion's Choice. I have the tattoo for a reason. Thank you, Lion's Choice.
All right, let's do,
How's that sandwich?
If you had to get a
took a
brand
bite,
tattooed on,
correct.
like my husband has Domino's on his thigh because we're a Domino's family.
Yeah.
You got Lion's Choice. What brand would you do a Taco Johnny on your
I
your
have
body?
one.
What do you mean you have one?
I got Taco John's right on the helmet of my wiener.
On the underside, right?
Okay.
Once we get you, then we got you.
What about you guys? If you had to put a brand on your body,
It has to be food.
yeah.
Barilla.
Fi-
The pasta man.
cool.
That's pretty neat.
That's sweet. What about you, Scott?
Maybe just a good old corn dog. But I think I kind of look like Wendy, so I guess I have to go Wendy's route.
You're
It's already,
soulmate.
Yeah.
I'm halfway there.
All right.
All right, one
Dude,
more
that's
email.
amazing on the toast. Hey, let's stay with food for a second while I eat this. Hey, Rizz Show, I was listening to Thursday's show, and you mentioned that Rizz
Yeah.
is supposed to be bringing Cheddar Bay biscuits to your
Tomorrow.
office holiday party.
Which I'm going to be cooking all night.
yeah.
Well, maybe not. I happen to work at Red Lobster, and you can buy our biscuits in bulk. You can get a dozen for about $7, I believe. Rizz, if you're feeling lazy, just come on by and buy some. Thanks, Team Rizz member Grace.
Look at this. People saving you time.
Well, I heard they sell them frozen, pre-made already
You talking about grocery stores?
in the grocery store. Like
She's saying at the restaurant. She said, come down to Red Lobster and buy them from her. It's a good deal, and you can get them in bulk.
Why don't they drive
Made
their
fresh.
Red Lobster down here and deliver us?
So I'm going to go. I have
That's,
cool would it be if
that's
the-
what you would have.
Two big lobster claws on that lobster mobile.
You would have a Cheddar Bay biscuit
dope. That's a great
on your
idea.
shoulder blade.
Yeah, I'd get a tattoo of a Cheddar Bay biscuit.
That's how they don't honk. You just hear them behind you. Click, 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 click. At a green light if you sit too long.
Are they going to hold over? So I'm going to make all these biscuits tonight, or maybe I'll go.
Go get you some, dude.
I need to get 40 of them, right? How many am I buying? How many am I getting?
There's few right
Party
now.
planner.
Like 25. I don't know.
She's barely holding it together. You can't ask her a
I'm
question right
hanging
now.
by a thread over here.
She's thinking about the lobster mobile. She's lost.
How many can you make in one batch? 12?
I made 50 deviled eggs.
You didn't make nothing.
I ordered 50 deviled eggs.
I made chicken dip a buffalo chicken dip for 35 people.
I thought your wife made it.
Yes, she did.
Okay, there we go.
But we are
I'm
one.
going to make.
We have
the
become one
biscuits.
flesh.
And I got to make sourdough bread.
I'm picking up
Oh,
50
geez. You don't got time.
salt
50?
salt and smoked pimento deviled eggs, baby.
50 people don't work here anymore.
I know.
That's
Maybe
unfortunate.
a couple months ago.
Too
50
soon.
people.
Yeah, it might be depressing tomorrow. whenever I got to take home 48 deviled eggs. But I'm bringing 50 in because I didn't want anyone to go without a deviled egg. I'm like Father Christmas. I'm the deviled egg Santa Claus, baby.
Yeah, he's the guy that comes after Santa Claus.
Father Christmas.
You're the egg devil.
Deviled eggs.
Yeah.
You're the egg
Steals your
devil.
wife. Yeah.
Yeah, I put deviled eggs in your wife's pantyhose, baby. And then I get in the lobster mobile and you hear me as I. Is that Santa's sleigh? No, hide your kids. That's deviled eggs, Santa Claus.
'Cause they claw on everybody
He's playing
over
a
here.
different game.
All right. Now, speaking of Christmas, Misfit Machine. That's Moon's outfit.
Yes, this is the group that does Punk Rock Disney and, of course, Punk Rock Christmas, December 7th at the pageant.
Okay, so you got a new song. An EP is out now. You could find it on all your platforms where you get music.
Yep, the EP is called Punk Rock Christmas Volume 1.
And this song is called
Angels, We Have Heard on High.
Okay, a new one from the Misfit Machine. Enjoy. Is that you singing the high note?
Yes, sir.
How'd you get that going?
All high notes.
How'd you get that? Ah!
That's my gig, dude. I'm here for guitars and high notes and backflips.
There we go. That's
Nice
the new
words or
one
something.
from the Misfit Machine. Very good.
Thank you. Lots of energy. Just trying to bring some fun energy. That's what the show does. Obviously, it's Christmas classics and hymns just done up punk, and obviously a little bit of metal and reggae in there as well. That song actually kind of describes the whole show, if you will.
Get a Chet Hanks feature on there.
It's a lot of fun, man.
Cheddar Bay sausage balls.
What is that?
Come on.
Sounds like more work that you don't have time to deal with because you have to go to the DMV later with your
Sounds
red
worth
folder.
it.
What do you do?
So you throw sausage in the Cheddar Bay biscuit mix?
That sounds
What?
interesting.
If you'd take some Cheddar Bays into the DMV, you probably wouldn't be in this mess.
Yeah, that's what you need. Just stuff one in the binder
Yeah.
or in the folder.
Use the box of Red Lobster biscuit mix for
Why
the
don't you
Cheddar
lean
Bay
on
part of the
this?
sausage balls. I used a roll of Jimmy Dean hot sausage, any
Jimmy
brand
Dean.
of breakfast sausage or Italian sausage to work. Do not cook the sausage. Use the sausage raw. Sharp cheddar. And then, ooh, man. Bake as you would.
Make this on your own time. for
Oh
your
no,
own
I'm
family.
not gonna get fancy. You're getting your basics.
You get what you get.
We want the classics.
Just swing by Red Lobster and buy some bulk, dog.
That's one of the greatest things about potlucks, especially office potlucks. Ain't nobody expecting anything.
What's
We're just happy to have
Never
free
had
food.
cracked
It's always a
It's a free lunch.
crapshoot.
Crack
you know?
dip is
And you're
like,
like, it's free
meat.
lunch.
Starts at 9 tomorrow.
We're not here to impress one another. We do that in other ways.
It's basically it's like spin dip with some meat in it. I think it's got like cream cheese.
What's spin dip again? What?
Spinach
Oh,
artichoke.
spin dip. Oh, yeah.
Scott, are you really making sourdough bread tonight? You're not going to have enough time.
Well, I'm making it the same way they are.
Okay, great.
Ordering it from somebody?
Yeah, yeah.
Mad at me,
I
dude.
was going to say, don't be making it rise.
No,
You're gonna
I got
have-
the good one. Dierberg's. They have like hardly any ingredients in it, and it is so clean.
This
It's
man
so
loves
tasty.
the Dierbergs.
Bacon cheddar
They
ranch.
crush it over there.
He does.
He just wants to make sure they're clean ingredients because
He loves us.
he loves us and he
You're
wants us
welcome.
to live forever.
Why?
You should
Why
try
should I-
bringing some of that A1 milk that you like.
Yeah.
Just put that on the table and seeing if anybody partakes. You know?
A1 milk. Oh,
What it
yeah, he
is?
does like some weird.
I don't like this shade being thrown either for providing top quality deviled eggs to the community.
I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no. Nobody's
Just
saying-
because I
Right?
didn't make them
We're just making sure you're.
No, that's fine.
doesn't mean I'm providing a service.
You are providing.
No, we
I'm on the
appreciate
fence. I may or may not make gooey butter cake tonight. I might just buy
Just
it.
buy it.
I know. I don't have time.
Just
I'm
buy
so
it and pass
busy.
it off as your own. It's the holidays.
I will. I'll cut it up. I'll cut it up, put it on a little platter, bring it in, and say I made it.
Are we the only one participating in this? Are other shows bringing anything? Or are we just going to eat?
No, it's just us.
Is the Courtney show bringing anything?
They didn't do anything on the sign-up sheet.
Oh,
Hey,
then-
man.
Hey, man.
I
what?
don't care what anybody else is doing. This show is participating, okay? We are
All
showing
right.
up
Yes, ma'am.
for Hubbard. Hail Hubbard.
Hail
The
Hubbard.
Courtney show ain't bringing anything?
Not on the list.
Oh.
Come on.
They're bringing
All right.
the energy now that Moon brought dip.
What about
Listen.
the fast lane?
No, please.
Did they ever bring
Yeah,
anything?
don't even go
No,
on.
they can't.
All right,
the
Scott,
gas station.
clean ingredients. King Scott next with Headline Goo, okay?
Alrighty. Sounds great.
The Rizzuto Show.
Hey, Scott,
Yes, sir.
are you ready to make St. Louis laugh?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
What's going on in the news today?
All right, King Scott, here is your Headline Goo.
Jimmy John's now sells a sandwich with a pickle instead of bread, and it's still less disgusting than anything you could buy at Subway. Pizza Hut has developed a pizza warmer that uses heat generated by a PS5 video game console, and at this point, Pizza Hut has tried every gimmick except for making a pizza that tastes good. A town in Thailand was overrun by monkeys, but it's also overrun by prostitutes, so don't expect tourism to suffer. North Korean soldiers in Russia are addicted to porn, and after being introduced to it to the... Let's start that one over.
All right.
Okay.
North Korean soldiers in Russia are addicted to porn after being introduced to the internet. Wait until they Google sandwich. Brazil hosts the annual G20 summit this week. Topics of discussion include climate change, the global economy, and the latest in crotch waxing and butt lifting technology.
Crotch waxing.
Yep. Today is National Botox Day, or as Meg Ryan and Nicole Kidman call it, Wednesday. Ben Affleck says AI won't be a threat to actors, which is easy for him to say. He can't act. The feds raided Puff Diddy's cell in order to seize his personal notes, and the feds say they can't say what's in the notes, but given that it's Diddy, it's safe to assume those notes don't contain any compelling rap lyrics. Moviegoers at a showing of Joker 2 demanded their money back after a man in the theater committed a lewd act, and that man was the projectionist, and the lewd act was playing the movie.
This is so bad.
Legendary comedian Dick Smothers turns 86 today, and if you want to learn more about him, do a Google search of Dick Smothers, but filter out to thousands of results from Pornhub. And finally, the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight on Netflix was watched by over 60 million households worldwide. It set a record for the most people feeling disappointed at the same time.
Yeah, I believe it.
All right.
And may the good be with you.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Flawless.
All right. We'll take one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it. Make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. And make sure you listen for the Offspring all day long. If you hear an Offspring song, open up that Point Mobile app, tap on Rafe's face, and you have a chance to win $1,000, and you have a chance to co-host the morning show with us. If you don't have the Point Mobile app, yeah, I mean, you got to download it. Come on, guys.
So easy.
It's so easy. All right, today's podcast is titled...
Please, let not be this window.
Okay. All right. What else you got, Moon?
The Punk Rock Christmas Volume 1 EP from the Misfit Machine is out now. We played Angels We Have Heard on High earlier in the show. Mr. Holiday came out last week. And then the other two songs are on the EP. So check it out wherever you download music or wherever you listen to music. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, etc., etc. Thank you.
All right. Learn.
Yes, come on out to the Garden Glow at the Missouri Botanical Garden, December 2nd, 5 to 7. $2 off for adult tickets. So if you don't need a promo code or anything, it's just $2 off because it's a Monday. And that's going to be our last time to hang out together before the holidays and before 2025. So if you want details, go to 1057thepoint.com. Thanks.
Rafe.
Yeah, follow me at I Am Rafe Williams on all socials. And I'm going to start plugging this hard. Next Monday, the 25th, my Don't Tell Comedy special comes out on Don't Tell Comedy's YouTube. I need a groundswell of the Pork Steak Army to get that bad boy in the algorithm and see if we can get it to take off into hyperspace. So, mark your calendars. You know, we're going to all be phoning it in next week. It's a short week.
Yeah, let's keep
be honest.
Watch the special.
Just go watch it. Watch it at work. Go sit on the toilet at work. It's like 17 to 20 minutes long.
That's fine.
You can get away with it.
Pop a hemorrhoid.
Pop it in.
It's a work.
Blow a hemorrhoid. Bill me. Bill me for the roid. I don't care.
no.
As long as you watch the special.
no.
Just take a screenshot of yourself watching the special where I can see your feet.
What?
So I know you still get a second phone so I can watch you watching the special, see your feet on the toilet. I'll reimburse you for any hemorrhoids that you may incur.
Wow.
Rafe Williams. Scott.
November 30th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. over at Ted's Motorcycle World. They're doing the Impact Life Blood Drive event, and I'll be out there that afternoon. So you make sure to get that in your calendar because the St. Louis area needs your blood.
All right. Blah. Blah. Blood.
And you get my shirt
Blah.
that I drew.
All right, we'll leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz Member of the Day brought to you by Hot Shots, the all-new location in South County on Lindbergh, 7575 South Lindbergh. I'll be out there from 7 to 9 o'clock on Friday. Congratulations to Mark Scott from Barnhart. He is our Team Rizz Member.
Mark.
And Mark wants to hear this song. Here it is. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Energy up.
The Rizzuto Show.